Introducing Alpaca Airways' new line of package holidays to all of your favorite earthly destinations. Here at Alpaca Airways, we try our best to make sure you start your holiday without stress and a smile that'll last until you return safely home from another memorable sunny break. Our crew are the friendliest in the sky. In fact, let us introduce them to you. Starting with our lovely cabin crew, Mariana will see to all of your in-flight service needs from gate to gate across the skies of Europe and beyond, with her trusty junior cabin assistant Jack at her beck and call, who will fetch you anything you need to make your journey a pleasant one. Our flight deck crew are also second to none, almost too literally. First Officer Jim keeps a watchful eye over the instruments and can be seen providing in-flight entertainment with his pathetic attempts at courtship. You'll have to do better than that, Jim. Chief Captain Flight Deck 2 Sim will safely see you to your destination, fearlessly controlling the aircraft, be it through smooth skies or a tickle of turbulence. Trust us when we tell you he's no chicken. Our in-flight meal service is industry-leading with our new buy-on-board menu featuring buttered bread, bread and butter pudding, butterscotch candy, and of course, I can't believe it's not butter, for those days where the captain just needs to get on the deck. At Alpaca Airways, we offer exclusive members-only Alpaca coach seating at the front of the aircraft, allowing you access to the flight deck before takeoff and after landing to discuss anything from flap angles to marriage advice with our friendly cockpit crew. We've received accolades from literally several customers and regularly provide charter flights to high flyers such as Her Majesty Lizzie Windsor, who has described her experience on Alpaca Airways as proper banging and the absolute dog's I can't read that out on broadcast radio. We can guarantee you won't find a better deal. In fact, our flights are on average 15% cheaper than our rivals, Llama International Airlines. So don't delay, call today on 0800 737 737 015 to book your Alpaca holiday now. And remember, if it's not butter, go around until the engines splutter.
Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Deck Sim live stream. Today is the 26th of January 2021, 5 minutes past 5 in the evening in the United Kingdom, back in X-Plane 11 and back in the excellent iniBuilds Airbus A300. Today, we are departing from Luxembourg, which is where we actually landed the A300 last time, about a couple of weeks ago. We'll be flying for about an hour, 35 minutes southeast. For the first ever time, we're going to Serbia, the capital, Belgrade. And we're going to be doing not only a lovely enjoyable flight, we'll be throwing in a mini quiz today, a 5-question quiz, and a Flight Deck Sim mug giveaway. The reason is, it's been a while since I've actually streamed on a Sunday, and on a Sunday we always do the quizzes and a merch giveaway, and last Sunday I wasn't too up for feeling like streaming. We're actually playing a bit of Assetto Corsa all day in the members only Discord, so I thought, you know what, it's been a while since we've done either, so you have the chance to take part in the quiz, which I'll do shortly after reaching top of climb, where your name could be immortalised in the stream forever. So poor John Kester, his place is up for grabs, and then we'll give away the mug after landing in Belgrade. Loads of people in this evening, hope you're all doing very well. Amit says, I'm going to start a flight and join him in VATSIM. That's fantastic. Just remember to respect the rules on VATSIM. That's all I ever ask. Paul C says, evening, all my first chance to watch live as shifts always seem to clash, but enjoy the replays immensely. Great that you can come on board and watch this live. Fantastic to hear. Everyone's loving the Alpaca Airways advert. Yes, I was about to click live after the intro, and I thought, you know what, I've not played the advert in a while. Let's stick it on there for a couple of minutes. There was no delay to the start of the stream today, so I thought we'd fire it off there. I hope you're doing well. Anthony, nice, very briefly talking to you in voice chat earlier. Tim Waters is here as well. Kadari says, hi everyone. Joe Drage says something about the toilets. About the classic forgot to go to the toilet before the stream player, the safety video. Very funny, Joe. I see what you're on about there. Managed to remember these this time. Brilliant. Fantastic. Right, we're going to zoom on in here. Anyway, it is worth noting at the moment, they didn't ask me to, but iniBuilds do actually have a promotion on for the A300 at the moment. It is 15% off until midnight tonight. It is completely unrelated to this stream. I wanted to fly the A300 anyway, but there are some limited availability for further discount if you use the code Alpaca. So if you use Alpaca discount, you get a further 10% off, so potentially 25% off this product, which will end midnight with the 15% promotion, so go check that out. Got a couple of Alpaca Airways A300s, cargo lux at a UPS. Hopefully they'll be making their way to Belgrade with us here. This scenery is from Just Sim. Here we are over the main terminal. I've managed to find the one air bridge which can actually squeeze in an Airbus A300. Thankfully there was no one there when I spawned on, so very tight apron here for anything that's a little bit wider than a 737, but here we are. We're in the passenger variant today. So yes, I know we took the cargo variant last time we were in here. We'll just imagine that we poke some holes in the fuselage and, I don't know, use cling film for windows. We're now going to take the passenger variant of the iniBuilds A300, simulating 200 passengers, 5 tons of checked-in luggage as well. It's going to be a very enjoyable flight. And finally, the weather looks quite nice in our destination. We've had some quite ropey weather recently, so we're going to be hopefully having no issues. Stream-wise, I did a test sector this afternoon with everything running, no crashes, no issues. I hopefully have rectified some of the issues we were having in previous streams, fingers crossed, and toes as well. Right, anyway, let's get the show on the road here. We'll jump into the cockpit here. I'll turn the background music down slightly. I've not touched anything apart from load into the aircraft and put us on stand. So first we're going to do is put the batteries on and connect the external power. Whirs into life. Again, I forget to look up before the stream. I cannot think of a typical name for someone from Luxembourg, but there he is standing there. Seems a bit dodgy there, but it's okay. There we are. It's very loud. Let me just get my little Airbus checklist out here as well, which comes with the product. So batteries on, wiper switches off, gear levers down, flaps and slats up. Indicated on the flap slat indicator lever is all correct. Reverse levers are down. They are, yes, and the fuel levers are off. Weather radar is off as well. That is very loud. There we are. APU fire test we'll do later on. Just don't need the APU just now. Iris mode selectors to nav. Oxygen low pressure switch light is off, which is somewhere down here, I believe. Later, alarm that as well. Doing the enunciators test. There's a moaning Myrtle. Make sure the lights are illuminated. Looking perfect. Perfect. So that was the only. Oh, it's the oxygen low pressure supply switch. I did this earlier, and I always do this when I stream. It's the one switch that I could never find, but on the test section I found it straight away. But when I stream, I completely forget where it is. I think it's up here. No. Ah, there it is. There it is. Make sure the off light's illuminated. It's not illuminated. There we go. That's all tested and working correctly. Aaron Hastings, what's the name we go for? Franz, Jeff, Johan, Jose, or you said Luxemburgo? Let's go with Franz. Jojo, she's got a fantastic suggestion there for the name. Afternoon to you, Robson. Hope you're doing very well, and thanks for popping in. So that's the initial setup done. We'll do the flight deck preparation now. So on the MC status page, so go to get to the menu in this thing. I can't remember. There we are. Reference, sensor status. No, not that one. Aircraft status, perhaps. There we are. We've got the latest air rack installed then, and that is valid until January the 28th. So we're due a new air rack in a couple of days. So that's all good. And we'll go to the init A page. Dark in here. If the lighting can be turned up, that's better. Not so much you'd be using it in real life, but it's due to the fact it's so dark in the simulator. From and to then, we're going from Luxembourg, Echo Lima Lima X-ray, and that's going to be to Lima Yankee Bravo Echo for Belgrade. Return. Alternates Budapest, which is Lima Hotel Bravo Papa. Cost index we're going to use today is 5, a little bit slower. I find 30 is quite fast in the A300. Flight level 350 to cruise. Call sign today is Alpaca 67, which you can see on the overlay right at the top as well. Top of climb wind, or cruise wind, we'll put the average wind in here. 330 at 52. Finally a tailwind. We're always having headwinds. That's great. And I think that's everything we can set up at this stage. Press align IRS. That means when the IRS alignment's complete, we'll know exactly where we are. Flight Sim Gaming is getting lots of questions asked. Yes, if anyone's new here, Flight Sim Gaming is my partner. That's our second channel. My partner runs that as the moderator during the streams at the moment, Mariana. Evening captain, annual leave from the railways this week, and been spending the afternoon setting up X-Plane 11 to be back on VATSIM. Last time I was aligned was 2008, said Elgin Thomas. Well, 12 years waiting. A lot's changed on VATSIM. Certainly a lot busier, I should think, than it was back in 2008. That's fantastic. I hope everything's set up ASAP. Very cool. So, we set up the initial part of the flight management computer. No smoking, switch to auto. Seatbelt signs on. Hydraulic power panel, check fluid quantity is in the green range. Yes, it is. And servo control panel, low pressure lights are illuminated. They are exterior lighting set. So we'll have nav and logo to 1, which will turn on the red and green nav lights, which you can see on the wingtips here. Obviously during the day it's not quite as clear in the sim, and the little white lights as well. So that's all set up. And that's done. ATS lever on, so it might not come on at the moment. It has actually. I think you have to wait until IRS alignment before you can push the pitch, trim, and yaw damper switches on. It doesn't say that in the checklist that's provided, but just from previous experience using this aircraft, it won't let you use those switches until the alignment's complete. So that's done. Electric power panel switches are set. We'll do the engine AP fire test now. So here we go. That tests the squib. So 2 squibs, 1 on the APU, and both squibs for engine number 2. Let's do the test now. So we're going to get LYBE, check the ECAM display, holding it down still. Fire handle 1, pull away engine discharge. We've got the warning alarm and the fire warning lights illuminated. There's the test complete for LYBE. The same for engine number 2, LYBE. Final 2, pull, first engine discharge, that's the checklist you complete, and we've got the fire warning light and the bell illuminated as well, and then it tests LYBE when you finish the test. Electric indication panels, select emergency and ESS. There we are. Not sure what ESS refers to. TR I should think is to do with transformer rectifiers, which converts DC to AC or vice versa. Can't remember which way now. But yeah, it's a very old school electrical monitoring system. You've got your 115 volts, your 400 hertz, same kind of electrical power we received today. Nothing's changed. I mean, this A300 on the quiz today, we'll be looking at A300 facts and figures. So I can't believe actually how many of these aircraft are still flying around. It's going to be so old by the time it gets retired. Madtech, hi Flight Sim. I'll arrive in Luxembourg in about 5. Oh, you arrived in Luxembourg about 5 minutes ago. You're on VATSIM with a 738 from Dublin. Have a nice flight. That's very cool, Madtech. You going to join us on the next sector to Belgrade? I don't know. Well, Dublin to Luxembourg shouldn't take too long. Should be less than an hour or so. Why is the plane near a car park? Well, I don't know. We're on stand. Oh, I accidentally released the parking brake. Well done. Well done. Yes, we're still boarding. Just ignore the passengers just falling from the air bridge here. Unbelievable. What I was trying to say is we're on stand Alpha 2, and I think it's right where there is a car park here in real life. There's a lot of stands which are near car parks there. Come back though, we would like to get the rest of the passengers on here, as I just accidentally disconnected the GPUs and tripped the parking brake. Whoops. Electrical indicator panel set there. The engine panel, verify ignition switch is off. It is ignition off. Fuel panel, do not configure until fueling is complete. So we'll quickly get the fuel on for this sector now. So here's our operational flight plan. We need 13 tons of fuel. This aircraft's burning around 4.6 tons an hour. I'm going to put an extra 2.5 tons on board, which is about 30 minutes, just over 30 minutes extra. So that would be 15.5 tons of fuel. And we'll press load fuel. There we are. Just make sure that's actually loaded in. There we are, 15.4, so we can now turn on all the pumps. Yeah, it says in the manual, do not change fuel pump configuration whilst fueling is in progress. So there we are. So that's done. AP fire panel, we've checked. Cabin pressurisation, manual pressurisation switch system is disengaged. At the moment it's on the auto system, so you can see here the manual one has fault here on the pressurisation system, so we'll turn that off. Thank you very much to Diego1255, just joined as a member. Welcome aboard, buddy. Welcome to Team Green, as we like to say. You'll get invited to our members-only Discord. Enjoy your custom emojis in chat. Thanks a lot for the support there, and welcome. David Tribble, I just got the Zebo mod and I really need a tutorial for it, and thanks to you, I know how to fly it now. Thanks, man. You're most welcome, David. I have plenty of Zebo tutorials. In fact, I'm back making tutorials again. I'm hoping to make a tutorial again by the end of this week, which I'm planning to do, probably not tomorrow, but on Thursday I'll start recording also. But glad you are enjoying the videos. Thank you very much. Perfect. Cabin pressurisation systems checked. Window and probe switches can come on. Heat, probe heats on. Check cargo compartment smoke detector. No lights are illuminated. Don't think any of these switches are modelled. I was having a look here, and obviously we don't have the cargo variant, so we're missing quite a lot of additional panel section there associated with the cargo variant. So that's don't have to worry about that. Emergency exit lights we've armed, and econ flow turn on. Someone mentioned last stream you only turn on econ flow when you have less than a certain amount of passengers. We're simulating 200 passengers today, so I guess that would be off. It doesn't say anything in the checklist there, so I'll just turn it on for now. So that's done. Temperature panel checks in auto. It's all in auto. 2 fault lights associated with the packs because they're not providing any pressurised air. And now it's time to set up the EFIS. So it looks like the RS alignment is complete, so we should be able to turn these switches on now, which energises the FCP, they call it in Airbus A300 terminology, or MCP as I like to refer to it. So it's now powered. First thing it mentions for us to do is set decision height to -5. That's set. We'll select airports on the code here as well. We'll set runway heading for Luxembourg, which is, we find the chart, there we are, 238. Runway heading set. Here's our expected SID. It's pronounced the Groston-Quinn 1 X-ray departure. That's what we're expecting here. No mention of a stop altitude or level, I don't think. Oh, there is the initial climb 4,000 feet, so it's quite a low stop altitude here. So we're already at 1,200 feet here, so we'll be levelling off quite quickly after departure. So 4,000 feet set, and then we'll brief the rest shortly. We've just got this set for now. So that's done. RMI, ensure no flags are displayed. Warning flags, all looking good. We've got 2 separate RMIs, one for the VOR, one for the ADF. Altimeter set. Do we have any ATIS here in Luxembourg? We do, 134,750. So I've made a little discovery with my radio tuning panel. I can tune it in this aircraft, which is great, but I can't transfer it because if I push the button, nothing happens. So all I have to do is move that switch, but at least I can tune the frequency on the radio tuning panel, as opposed to actually tuning it or pressing the transfer switch on the radio control panel. Right, let's see if I can grab the ATIS on voids.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Who's that there? Thank you very much, Diego1255.
Fantastic simulation tutor. Thanks for professional streams also.
Oh, thank you.
Advertisement should bring in more passengers for this flight.
Oh, thank you very much, Diego1255, for the not only becoming a member, but your £5 donation, very generous, and enjoying the professional streams. Advertisement should bring in more passengers for this flight. Yes, the Alpaca Airways advert I think you're referring to there will hopefully be pushed down to a few more passengers, and we'll get them on their way to Alpaca Airways. Thank you very much for your donation.
260 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, clouds scattered at 700 feet, broken at 1000 feet. Temperature 1. Dew point -1 QNH 1020 trend becoming clouds broken at 1500 feet. Confirm information Delta.
Slow down, sir.
On first
Jeebus.
contact.
I didn't get the QNH there. It was so quick.
Luxembourg arrival and departure information Delta. 1650 runway 24 clear and dry. Transition level 50. Wind 260 degrees 11 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds scattered at 700 feet. Broken at 1000 feet. Temperature 1. Dew point -1 QNH 1020 trend becoming clouds broken at 1500 feet. Confirm information Delta.
He spits the last lot out, doesn't he? Information Delta. QNH is 1020. That's the altimetry setting button gauge. QNH 1020 is set then. That should be indicating the elevation in Luxembourg. Luxembourg elevation is 1,234 feet. Looks perfect to me, so that's all looking good. And then we'll basically be checking now the clearance, but I'm just having a look here. We don't have, we do have tower online now, so I'll grab the clearance now. That's going to be on frequency 118.1.
Alpaca 320 November, winds 260 degrees 11 knots when airborne, Luxembourg approach on 120.875, cliff takeoff runway 24.
Stand by.
Cliff takeoff runway 24 once airborne, approach on 120.875, Alpaca 320 November.
Luxembourg Tower, hello, it's Alpaca 67, stand Alpha 2, information Delta, QNH 1020, departure clearance to Belgrade, please.
Alpaca 67 Luxembourg Tower, hello. You are cleared to Belgrade via the Krotonka 1 X-ray departure, initial 4,000 feet, squawk 71172, information Delta.
Cleared to Belgrade on the Groston Quinn 1 X-ray departure, climb to 4,000 feet, squawk 7172, Alpaca 67.
Alpaca 67, read back correct, start is approved and report ready for pushback.
Look out, Alpaca 67. Perfect, so we've got our clearance, completely mispronounced as ever the departure here. I can remember flying into Luxembourg before and never having to fly this particular SID. So 4,000 feet here is set, squawk can go in 7172, and it's very early to get the clearance, but at least we know what it is. And we're due off in 5 minutes, might be a little bit late. This aircraft takes a lot longer to set up than the Zebra one. So there we are, 7172, 4,000 feet, and then our SID, let's call it the Golf Tango Quebec 1 X-ray, there we are. Perfect. Let's carry on with the rest of the setup then. So, EGPWS button push and test. Now, I can't actually remember where we found that. Was that here? No, it's just different modes, but I can't actually remember how to test the whole system. Turn the lighting on, we'll stop down here. There we are. So we'll imagine that's done. The clock is set, so we are running the sim 5 hours behind live time right now, and real life it's 17:26 Zulu, 12:26 in the sim, because I want to enjoy this flight as we fly over the Alps, enjoy some of the scenery, hopefully no clouds, we'll have to have our fingers crossed for that. Standby temperature is set, it should be, they're all synced in the desktop simulator. Slant flap position indicator we checked, brake pressure gauge verifying the green. There it is. So accumulator pressure is a little bit low, but brake pressure is well within range here. Does it mention anything where the accumulator brake pressure should be? No, it doesn't. Not sure if it should be in the green range or not. There is some accumulator pressure. Basically, if it's the same as the 737, if you lose your hydraulic systems, both A and B, and you have lost your brakes essentially, there is an amount of pressure stored to allow for a very limited amount of applications of brake pressure. So basically, if you had lost all your hydraulics, you brake smoothly and firmly, but don't pump them. If you start pumping them, you're going to use all your accumulator pressure and then have no brakes left. So that's what that's all about. Rest we've got to set then. Engine instruments and lights are set. Landing elevation set. So in Belgrade, I think it's 330 feet. So we'll set that here. We'll put in 300. That'll be close enough. Landing gear warning check is down with 3 green lights, and you have a landing gear warning test. gear knob down, so that's working. Brake fan is required, it's not because the aircraft has gone dark. Check takeoff warning. There we are. Config warnings checked. Fuel levers verified off. Warning systems satisfied. TCAS is set, ADF's checked, weather radar is off, and it's now time to load the FMS. Guys, thank you very much for your patience. This aircraft is a heck of a beast to set up, but it's very much worth it once you get it all up and running. It's one of my favourite aircraft to fly in a desktop sim. Right, so loading up the FMS, here's our operational flight plan. We've already got the fuel on board. Remember, we're taking an additional 30 minutes of fuel, so 2.5 tonnes. We've got 15.5 on board. It's going to take us now 35 minutes on our flight today, and it's based off 200 passengers. Here's the routing information which we need to punch in, so we're going to go to the init page, verify all the information in here is entered correctly, which it is, and we're now going to go to the flight plan page, select Luxembourg, SID, runway 24, it's going to be the 1 X-ray departure, insert. Go to Golf Tango, Quebec, and then we are going direct to Lupin. From Lupin, we're going to be going up a Mike 164. Oh, yes, I don't need to type it. Up a Mike 164 to Utaba. Direct to Erbe. Lovely flight today, right over the Alps, flying over southern Germany, Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, those countries to fly over. We'll look at the routing later. From Erbe, direct to Umweg. Direct to Podet. Podet, direct to Victor Bravo Alpha. It's going to be the top one. 03 north is close to the equator, so 46 north makes sense. Direct to Rigmu. And then that's the beginning of the arrival into Belgrade. So we'll select Belgrade, star. It's going to be a Rigmu to Lima. A lot of stars here. My goodness me. Rigmu to Lima. INS30 via the Papa Alpha transition. Oops, I just have to make sure Rigmu to Lima is selected. I thought I had selected it. There we are. Insert. So, what we'll just do now is quickly check for any discontinuities. We'll select this to plan. You can pop the ND out, which is very useful. Make sure everything's connected. So there's a little discontinuity here where it's the part of the star, just goes Rigmu to Val 65. I'll show you that later and we'll clear it there. Thank you very much to Volprick, who's just purchased some merchandise. The baby premium onesie, Volprick. That's going to be for your young'un. That's absolutely amazing. I missed the comment though. I'm so sorry.
50,
oh my goodness. Well, thank
40,
you very much,
30,
Volprick, and
20,
I hope your little child and your wife's doing very well. Thank you so much for buying an Alpaca Airways flight exit
With
onesie.
you mastering the buses, I'm never going to be able to make a second Airbus video. Have a great stream, Captain, and stay safe out there.
Well, thank you very much as well, Ian Perez, for the €5. I might play that today at some point. Ian Perez, one of the members who made a fantastic Airbus bantery video for the channel. Basically, I have quite a negative experience flying Airbus in the past, that he basically had collected all of the Airbus streams from the Microsoft Flight Simulator video where basically I crashed or was looping it accidentally, and it was very, very amusing. But thank you so much, Ian. That was very, very kind of you as well. My goodness, baby onesie sold. I don't think we've sold many of those. I mean, we've sold a couple before. Amazing. Thank you very much, Volfrick, as well. Awesome stuff, guys. Right, so let's just, I got just a little bit distracted there. We'll clear the discontinuity. Oops, now why is that not disappearing? I thought it was just clear. There. Well, it worked now. I must have pressed the wrong button. But there you go. You can see it's looking good. Umweg Podet, Victor Bravo Alpha, Rigmu, Papa Alpha transition onto the ILS. So no discontinuities, all looking very nice. Vinzi, where do you find which transition you need to fly? You asked that to Mariana. Mariana is very knowledgeable, but not so much when it comes to stars, working out what transition to select. What you need to do, Vinzi, the best thing is to look at the star itself, and you'll see that this star terminates at a waypoint called Papa Alpha. And when you look at the ILS chart, there is multiple waypoints going into the ILS, and there is one via Papa Alpha, so that's the transition now. Transition you need to select, so you might actually have to look forward at the arrival to work out which one you need to punch in. Perfect, so that's all done. Let's now go to init B, so init A, let's go to the next page. So fuel, remember, was 15.5, I think was the actual amount we have on board, so 15.5. Don't copy the totalizer amounts in case it's faulty. So 15.5. Oops, inch out of range. There we are. 0 fuel weight, so we need to now load the passengers, which they're going to have to jump, remember, because I accidentally disconnected the air bridge. So we've loaded the fuel. Next, we said we'll take 200 passengers, so that is a mixture of economy and, oh look, we're fully sold out in business today. Wonderful. So 200 passengers, load. You'll watch this when I load it, you'll see the gear. There you are. It moves slightly as the passengers are distributed. 5 tons, we said, of checked in bags. Load. Should give us a 0 fuel weight of 110.7. There we are, 110.7. So that's the weight of the aircraft minus the fuel. And our CG is 30.1%. There we are, that's all set. Lovely. So all we need to now do is the performance. So we'll use the inbuilt performance tool there. So let me just select here, takeoff page. That's the one I want. So go to send to takeoff performance calculator. So all that information's here with the takeoff weight of 125.7 tons. Let's type in the ICAO code, which is Luxembourg, runway 24 for departure, and we'll fetch the ATIS. Should be 26011, 1 degree, going to QNH 1020. There you go, look at that. It's like it was listening. 26011, 1 degrees, QNH 1020, dry. We don't need anti-ice for departure. There's no moisture until we get till about 800 feet into the cloud layer. We'll try with the leading edge slats in 15 degrees, the trailing edge flaps up, air conditioning on, and flex compute. There we are, all set up. So there are all the speeds we need, so we'll send that data to the FMS. That should be there, V2 176 knots, which we set up here. Perfect. So the V speeds are so high because the flaps are basically retracted for departure. 168 knots V1, so fast. Flex temperature 48 degrees. That's set. And all looking good. So that's done. FMS is loaded, performance is in. Get the APU started, we're pretty much ready for push and start here. I'm going to put the galley power on, they can now at least make a coffee in the rear of the aircraft. There we are, APU on. And start. And APU. So cool. I love all this little micromanagement required in the A300. So you can see the APU starting. Love this add-on so much, it's wicked. Okay, everything disconnected, wants to get the APU on the bus. Flanker 61, only 5 tons. Yeah, checked in bags, they're just bringing duffel bags, I don't know. Aaron Borson, what's the service intervals of the Airbus? I don't know, I'm afraid, buddy. Robert, you're getting a 90 knot tailwind on the way down to Belgrade at the moment. That's what we like to hear. Perfect. Oh, Mick Homburg, you deleted 2 waypoints on the star. You have to press slightly over the line select key in that view. Thank you very much for pointing that out. What I will do, I'll reinsert that later, because I just want to get the show on the road. But that might be why I had those issues, but well spotted. Because that's why in the FMS and the 737 you need to, when you make an adjustment to your route, you have to execute it first. So instead of in this aircraft, if you make the entry, it changes it straight away, which is a bit of a pain. Right, APU is available, so we'll disconnect the external power. So we'll go here to... let's not let me select that. There we go. Ground ops, so ground services, we can get rid of the external power, the air stairs to the rear of the aircraft, the chocks, and close doors.
50, 40,
There we are.
30, 20, 10.
Thank you very much, Icree 002 for the £2 donation. Hi Captain, hope all is well. Allow me to salute Kieran Harvey for creating the Around the World in 80 Legs on Discord. Yes, I did see and have been hearing about his venture. My note, each leg I've flown so far is more dangerous than the previous. Very stimulating to go through. The best regards to all. Thank you very much, Icree 002. Great to hear about your stimulation. and thank you very much for the donation. Very kind. I hope you're doing very well over in Malta. And yes, I might stream one of those seconds he's taking in there today. Shane Boy, you need to preset your departure speed in the FCU. Shane, I spoke to an Airbus pilot. Based on the departure modes I use, I don't need to use the preset option. So you know when you push that to get preset and then set a high speed, there's no need to do that with using profile mode or that configuration apparently. So that's all I heard, Shane. So I get so many different comments. Someone said do it, someone said don't. So I'm not going to use it this stream, and then I might use it next stream. But that's based off some feedback from someone. Perfect. So I think we're all good to go. So at this stage, verify windows and doors are closed. So let's go over to the ECAM door page. So they are all green, no blue. They are. That's an Airbus term, isn't it? Altimeters are set. Beacon on, parking brake release for pushing back. Push back. So we'll do the better pushback connectors. Let's do that and connect first.
On to cockpit. Toes driving up.
So whilst that's going on, we'll just brief the SID and the taxi. First, taxi, sorry. So we're on the Alpha 2. Probably going to push back to face kind of northeast here on the apron out via Lima. Maybe out of Lima 1, but I don't think we'll get that because of the wingtip clearance. And then left turn on Alpha. And then we'll taxi all the way to hold point Alpha 1. Be careful, there is a hold point here at Alpha 2, and there's 2 ways to line up. So that's a nice simple taxi. Here's our SID, the Groston-Quinn 1 X-ray departure. So out for runway 24. So let's do that. And go to the flight page.
All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set, sir. So we're going to be going straight ahead until we get to 6 DME on the 238 radial. And it does say here 238 Foxtrot. Foxtrot being the 6th letter of the alphabet. Oh my goodness me, alphabet. So let me get my teeth back in. So we know that's correct. But they're going to make a left turn 116 from the Luxembourg NDB to intercept then the, what's this? 335 inbound to Groston-Quinn. Okay, so we got that left turn 116 Papa. So Papa being 5, 10, 15, 16 DME. Makes sense then. And then we're going to be going overhead the VOR. So it looks like laterally it's all depicted correctly. There's the VOR all the way in the distance here. We just need to tune this Luxembourg NDB because we're going to be flying outbound on that one, which is 346. There we are, so 346 is set. Did the ADF point towards it? Not sure. We'll have a look on departure. It's all backed up raw data anyway, so that's it. Alphabet. Thanks, Sebastian Roden. Brilliant. Right, what I'll do, I'll tune up tower now and we'll request push and start. Get the APU bleed up and running as well. It's loud, all the air conditioning on this aircraft.
Alpaca 149 Juliet, gate Alpha 4, request pushback.
So I just requested push and start.
Alpaca 14 Mike Juliet, push approved, face east. Push approved, face east, Alpaca 14 Mike Juliet.
Alpaca 67, stand Alpha 2, request push and start.
Alpaca 67, hold position due to traffic pushing on the adjacent stand, expect 5 minutes delay.
Hold position, Alpaca 67. Right, we'll have to wait for the guy who just requested push and start at the exact same time, so...
Alpaca 47 Charlie, winds 260.
So that'll be this guy here, so a bit unlucky with the timing here. A lot of people using the intersection departure.
120.875,
Please take off on runway 24,
Alpacas everywhere! Little alpaca lips going on here. Superb.
Alpaca 21 Alpha, continue holding point.
Oh, Mark, Grostinquin is a village in France. I have no idea. No idea, genuinely.
Okay, continue to Alpha 1224 via Alpha, Alpaca 2 and Alpha.
So we'll go on a little bit of an external view whilst we wait for our push starts. So it's a little, well, I say a little, that's a big, it's an A321 that's pushing back there, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit of a tight apron here, so they can't really accommodate multiple pushbacks here. These are, I mean, for example, this guy's, you know, if you push back a little bit further, you could at least exit that way. But we'll face east eventually to enter the Alpha taxi with it.
Fuck 58 Alpha Mike, if you step away from the car for 2 minutes, get a drink.
Someone's thirsty.
Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike, approved, report back.
Walk off, 58 Alpha Mike.
Alpaca 67, do you have the company to your left hand side?
Visual Alpaca 67.
Alpaca 67, push approved, facing east and maintain separation with the company.
Push start approved, face east, we'll go Alpaca 67. Right, well, we'll do a nice short push for him then, so we're not blocking him.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Please show me where you want to go. Wait, did he say...
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
I will. So we'll do a nice short push. There we are, so you can still exit
Now
there.
connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Perfect, so before we do that, so PAX to... Well, you don't need to configure it today. Airbus will do all that for you, so we're going to put that to start a... Anti-collision light is on and respawn.
Transponder
to...
Starting pushback, and you may start the engine.
Transponder, there we are on our way. 15 minutes late.
Clear for takeoff runway 25, got the wind copied after departure 120875 Shinx 341, thank you very
So
much.
if I show him Hawaii, he'll push me there. Brilliant.
Alpaca 28 Mike behind departing Jet 2 from left to right, 9.8 runway 24 behind.
Behind departing Jet 2 aircraft passing from left to right and line of the
Look at your alpacas here, but hopefully that Airbus will be able to exit to the right
And
there.
4-5 kilo, 9.8 runway 24.
Perfect, start now engine number 2.
Switch 3 Charlie Foxtrot, quest taxi. 3 Charlie Foxtrot, taxi straight ahead, hold short Bravo. Straight ahead, hold short Bravo. Switch 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Tower cargo at 7302 then.
I'm going to accept falls here as well. So waiting for 20% N2, there it is.
02, Luxembourg, push approved, face south and transform at 7150.
Box 7150, pushing through cargo at 732.
Alpaca 21 Alpha.
Operation complete. Please set parking brake.
Perfect, will do so.
Runway 24, line up in sequence.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand
And
by.
1950, runway 24, line up in sequence.
So M1's increasing, EG2's already peaked, it's slowly reducing. N2, there's the electrical bus coming
30,
online.
20,
We've got fuel flow,
10.
it's around 500 kilos an hour, this thing. Thanks a lot, Lama International.
Please remember that you have 2 engines.
Lama International, thank you very much for your donation. £25, that's very generous of you. And they commented, please remember that you have 2 engines. Thank you very much, Lama International, for your donation there. Unbelievable.
Alpaca 28 Mike, winds 240 degrees 8 knots, runway 24.
I have no idea who that is.
Departure, contact approach
Yes, LYBE Airlines, Alpaca Airways, arch nemesis, transporting dangerously passengers and
Tower
cargo
is
around the
disconnected
world.
and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. I'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Continue taxi
Bye.
with L2 via
Brilliant.
Bravo 1
Thanks for sharing,
Alpha,
Jonathan. I was about to do that there. That was very kind. Thank you very much, LYBE International Airlines.
On your point Alpha 2 for Bravo 1 Alpha for Swiss Air 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Unbelievable. That's a tug and a half, isn't it? And it's just crashed. Look at these Luxembourg ground crew just crashing into my pushback.
Alpaca 14 Mike.
Right,
Juliet,
there's all
taxi
seen there.
right,
Let's do it
Lima
before
1
taxi
will
flight.
Bravo
So
1.
there's music off in the background here. So, ticket engine starts before taxi. So ignition switch. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's wait until the engine actually stabilises first. That took a long time to
Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike back. I made a taxi sequence.
to spool up.
Location Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike, traffic before you. Yeah, you can follow the company in ahead of you, right on Lima 1.
Perfect. So that
Alpaca
looks like
58
it's
Alpha Mike, just confirm which company that is.
stabilised.
In front of it.
N1 EGT.
Well,
N2.
it's the one on the right who's already taxiing on the Lima 1. Follow that
Perfect.
one.
So ignition off.
Roger, find a company on our right.
AP bleed
To 100 point
is
Alpha 1,
off.
Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike.
AP master switch
Alpaca
is
14 Mike Juliet, continue
off.
taxi.
Anti-ice is not required for departure. Speed brake is armed. Rudder trim, verify 0, which it is. Flaps set for departure, so that's a 0 and 15. So that's
Alpaca 1926, requesting
set,
fire park clearance
and
to
trim
Belgrade.
is set. I forgot, look, to set the
Alpaca
trim. Where were you guys?
19
1.2 units down, I remember.
You are
I made a
cleared
note of
to
it.
Belgrade, fly the Croton Cam 1 X-ray
Oh
departure.
yeah, 1.2 units set.
Initial
There we are.
altitude 4,000 feet, squawk 716.
And then we'll do the flight controls on the taxi.
Current information is Golf. Alpaca 1926 cleared, initial altitude 4,000, squawking 7160, information Golf. Alpaca 1926, please confirm the Croton Cam 1 X-ray departure.
That one, yeah, the Golf Tango Quebec 1 X-ray.
This is 45 kilo, wind 240 degrees 8 knots, runway 24.
Russell, evening all. Hi, Skipper. Are we there yet? We're just about to start taxiing. Good evening to you as well, Brett.
Lufthansa 45 kilo, cleared for takeoff, runway 24, and call you when airborne.
Now Alpaca 67, request taxi.
Alpaca 67, taxi, moving point Alpha 1, runway 24, via Alpha, QNH1, 020.
Good holding point runway 24 via Alpha and hold Alpha 1, QNH 1020, Alpaca 67. Perfect, so nice and simple. Out via Lima, onto Alpha, and then hold point Alpha 1, which is the whole point for the Belgrade then. Right, turn-offs are on, taxi light on, parking brake released. Do a quick config check, make sure that doesn't sound. There we are, aircraft correctly configured for departure. Let's
Do you
go.
have an X-ray version of it? Yeah, we can fly the 8 X-ray version. Okay, Alpaca
Sebastian, did you enjoy the flight to Ponta Delgada? I did, thank you.
X-ray departure for Croton Cam, rest of your spec was correct, and set up approved, report ready for pushback. Report ready for pushback, Alpaca 1926.
Look at the elevation of it. It looks like we're going down a really steep hill. Look at this. I mean, you do go to some, let's say, taxiways and runways which aren't flat, but that's quite an incline. There we are, the Texaco fuel drivers. Again.
Alpaca 67, give way to the Alitalia from right to left on Alpha.
Give way to the Altalia, Alpaca 67. That was a late one.
Lufthansa 45 kilo, airborne and 2
Right, parking brakes released. Parking brakes set, sorry. I mean, look at that, that's crazy. Good job, the parking brakes strong. Wait for the Alitalia MD-80. Yeah, I need some off-road tyres on this A300. There's Austin's vegan food. They don't care at all. Onwards.
Alpaca 1 for Mike, Juliet, continue to
So he's cleared, he said give way, and we haven't already been cleared to the whole point, so we'll just wait until the catering truck's passed before we carry on taxiing. Our parking brake release, just let it roll down it. No! What are you doing? Stay! No! Pushing their luck, these ground crew. This airport is total bedlam.
Alpha runway 24 clear for takeoff after departure, approach 120.875.
The next airport, frequency 12087.
Yep, sorry, had my finger on the wrong button. Clear takeoff 24, departure 120875. See you next time. Thanks very much. Alpaca 2.5.
So here, at this airport, it's automatic changeover frequency. We've got cargo lux coming as well. He's definitely running late. Look at the speed he's exiting the apron. And he's also come to an abrupt stop. Francois, I thought I'd let you know that I passed the air law exam we spoke about last stream. Fantastic, congratulations. What a bore.
No!
Give way to the cargo at 747 Alpaca 67. I sense some favoritism here. Poor alpacas. There's 2 aircraft that have managed to push in front of me. It's fine. To be fair, I'm dealt a bit of justice because, or I need a bit of giving way because I had a stream in the Gatwick midweek madness and I was given some kind of crazy priority. Everyone was holding for 20 minutes and I managed to push in. So I guess there's a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? Can't remember. but yeah, it's my turn basically to give way to some other people. Oh dear. Oh well. But yes, congratulations, Francois. Hello. Remember taking that exam.
Fox 5 Alpha Mike, you want Alpha 2 or Alpha 1?
Location Alpha 58 Alpha Mike, that's Alpha 2.
We'll take Alpha 2, Alpaca 5 Alpha Mike.
What a beast. Guys, you can pick up this aircraft as well, 15% off at the moment. If you pop Alpaca as well in the coupon code box, whatever it is, you get a further 10% off for a limited period.
Charlie Foxtrot, 240 degrees 8 knots, runway 24 clear takeoff, after departure, approach on 12087.
So complete the before takeoff checklist would be a good point whilst we're just behind this aircraft here. The cargo lux 747. So before takeoff checklist, it says flight controls, select flight controls, which is here. Do this whilst taxiing still, doesn't matter. So we'll check the aileron first, spoilers, so make a left input here, you can see the ailerons are pointing up.
The
spoilers are up on the control column pointing towards the wing. To the right. Right aileron's pointing up, spoilers up as well. Elevator, full forward, and full back. Check the rudders now. Full right and full left. There we are. Flight controls checked.
Alpha 1.
Continue to Alpha 1, I know.
Perfect. Auto brake will set to max, which is the same as the RTO. Verify speed brakes armed. And that's it. Weather radar on as well. So put that on. Brakes down here so don't run into the back of that 7.4. Where is the weather radar? Oh, it's down here. So put it on system 1, tilt +5, and over to turbines. So we are weather radar's on. And we are number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for departure, unfortunately, but it is very, very busy this evening. Yes, I did note the gear tilt on that 747 desk pilot. It is as if it's in flight. Remember, it is it's a basic textured model representing another aircraft on VATSIM. Otherwise, I'll do my own little kind of check before departure. So flaps are set, 015, trim is 1.2 units down. Departure is going to be the Golf Tango Quebec 1 X-ray. Climbing straight ahead 60 ME, left turn 116 out of the Luxembourg radial, and then we'll intercept the 335 inbound to Groston-Quinn. Kind of 4,000 feet. There's an automatic changeover frequency after departure. That frequency is 120875. Any problems? We'll climb straight ahead to the MSA 4,000 feet and reassess situation. Probably come back into Luxembourg. Weather's good here. And that's it. Check's complete. Select profile and nav for departure, which is like LNAV and VNAV.
Alpaca 14 Mike Juliet, runway 24, line up at
Line up the signal from it.
See spoilers come up. As close as I want to be here. Now again, in real life, what would be a real kind of, I wouldn't say concern, but consideration was if he's using the alpha intersection here and I want to use the other one here, his wingtip clearance, you've got to be very careful if you want to taxi behind to make sure that the wing obviously is well clear. I mean, in the A300 it's very hard to see the tip of the wing here. You want to make sure it's well clear. Obviously, yeah, that's clearly not going anywhere, but if you imagine it was a little bit further forward, it could cause some wingtip clearance issues. Graham Coney says no flight directors. They're already displayed, so when I push Toga, or whatever they call it, an A300, we already have the flight directors there, and it'll give us all the information we need on departure. Perfect. So guys, if you just tuned in, we're just waiting for departure in Luxembourg. Remember number 4, number 5 here, flying to Belgrade. We've got quizzes to look forward to. We're going to do one after top of climb. We'll do a full approach briefing as ever, and we'll do a little merge giveaway after that.
Script takeoff for my script takeoff to 7 apart to radar 1.
There's an Alpaca. That's the last Alpaca ahead of us. No, there's actually another Alpaca. We're one of the last Alpacas out of here. How sad. It takes so long to set this aircraft up. Aircraft everywhere here. Cargo Lux is real, says Bo. They are. Ethan Fletcher, this is probably the most I've ever been hyped up for something in Fly Sim. We've got a Beluga coming. Yeah, I think iniBuilds said they're going to be making a Beluga. The A380 is going to be developed by iniBuilds. NG3 coming for Fly Sim 2020. What is there not to love? Yes, lots of great aircraft coming out, for sure. That is for sure. I'm thinking about jumping back in the working title CJ4, that citation, because they've updated it again recently, so I think it has an even more complete FMS. I really enjoyed that stream into Juno about a week and a half ago. Perfect. Rotate MD-11, that's a good one as well. I was very torn between flying the MD-80 today, because it's been a long time since we've flown the MD-80, well over 6 months, so I think, yeah, maybe when we next try Expo 11 I'll probably be back in the Zevo mod, but next different aircraft, mainly the MD-80, again, probably been updated a few times since we last flew it. Granari, don't forget in Airbus it's 100 knots and not 80. Tony's A340 is coming out as well. Model T CJ4 is my favourite right now. Yeah, it is a good aircraft. Someone actually commented on that video, can you go back to Juneau again, because the scenery is fantastic in Alaska. And it was a shame because it was extremely cloudy the day we went there. But yeah, it's great. It's a great aircraft to look forward to coming out. And whatever comes out, guys, we'll get it, we'll stream it for your enjoyment. Yeah, last explained stream we did was Samos approach. That was awesome. Here's the old Cargo Lux. Gonna hopefully get lined up. Or is another? Oh no, it's all Italia. These two aircraft got taxied in front of me. We should be lining up right now. Outrageous. Yes, the Felis coming out soon as well. Felis 747-200.
Definitely, sir. Line up away 24.
To the Gulf.
DD, will you fly the MD-11 by rotate? Absolutely. Temptica, so we're in the ELLX VATSIM. We have a gate assigner with the airline logo next to it. The maker of the plugin literally added an alpaca face on the alpaca call sign. Brilliant. Thanks for letting me know, Tiptica. Thank you very much. Scott C's just joined as a member. Welcome aboard, buddy. Glad you're enjoying the content. You'll get invited to our members only Discord. Enjoy those custom emojis in chat as well. And to both yourself and the other member that joined earlier, I think that was Diogo someone. So to get into the Discord, make sure you go to Google, synchronise your Discord and YouTube. Or type in Discord YouTube synchronisation, follow those steps. Then when you do the steps in Discord, make sure it's the web browser version, not the desktop app, and you get in. Bob Dylan, how do you get smooth cockpit shadows? Mine aren't that smooth, they're a little bit jagged.
6-7, wait, 4 line up in sequence.
Line up in sequence, Alpaca 6-7. Now, is that behind the cargo Lux? That's an early line up, I might, so. There's Alitalia, so as soon as cargo Lux is lined up, we'll end up straight away behind. There he goes. Parking brake released. Look at that, we've already burnt nearly 500 kilos of fuel. That's crazy. This is a thirsty aircraft. Not as thirsty as that though. David, new favourite plane is the Flight Factor 757, best mix of user-friendly and proper simulated, almost ready to dip my toe in the VATSIM waters. Very good, David. Yeah, Flight Factor have made some improvements to the 757 recently. I feel the FMS could do with a little bit more work, because a lot of features still not modelled. But otherwise, it's much better than it was when I think I first used it. And yeah, one of the members was asking Tim if we could fly that again soon, so we'll look at that very soon. Last time we flew the 757 was in the United States. Went from Dallas to where did we go? I think it was Phoenix Sky Harbour. Having to tap, my brakes are assigned, I think, to the parking brake to stop here. Whoa, where's it going? Even though it's neutral. Right, so as soon as he blasts off, we'll line up behind him. Tell I've got the volume turned down a lot. So that frequency on standby. And remember, it's quite a low stop altitude, 4,000 feet. It's only around 2,500 feet above us, so we're going to be levelling off very quickly after departure. Check Jim's flight director. Oh yes, thank you. God damn it, Jim. There we go, so we've been cleared to line up and wait behind. So, strobes auto, landing lights on, and this to take off. Oh, I've lost my MCP now, so profile now, so MCP, profile nav's engaged, MCP set, transponder to TARA, strobe lights are on, and we're just waiting for our takeoff clearance. Perfect. Excellent. A big wait turbulence from the 747. Yes, I mean, if I was in my 737, I'd have to wait 2 minutes after departure from a 747. For an A300, not sure. I'm not sure what the category is, but yeah, behind a 747 is a 2-minute wait in a 73. Not too bad a lineup, and we're all ready to go. Let's wait for our takeoff clearance. Scott C, do I need to be in the browser version of Discord for membership? Yes, to sync it, Scott C. You need to go to the browser version.
With 240 degrees 8 knots, runway 24 clear for takeoff. After departure, contact approach 120875. Bye-bye.
Runway 24 clear takeoff, and after departure 120.875. Alpaca 67. Cheerio. Perfect. Got a takeoff clearance. I'll remember. Look today, guys. Timer. That's running. Togs in chat, guys. Let's go to Serbia. And enjoy these sounds. A little bit more in one here. There we are. That looks all stabilised. Here's the little thrust button. Set takeoff thrust. Comes. There we are. Takeoff thrust set, indications normal. There's 100 knots. V1's all the way up here. V1 rotates. Up we go. And we're airborne. Positive climb, gears up, and onto the flight directors. Superb. Perfect. So we're already only got 1,000 feet to go, so I'm going to contact departures straight away. Luxembourg approach. Hello, Alpaca 67 on the Crossing Queen 1 X-ray, passing 3,000 for altitude 4,000 feet.
Alpaca 67 Luxembourg approach. Longitude today. We have a radar contact for the airline flight level 130.
I maintain flight level 130, Alpaca 67. So it's doing Airbusy stuff. So 130 checked. Profile. And we'll select flaps up. Busy, busy, busy. And we'll set standard. Just wait for the flaps up. There we are, flaps up, so set standard. And engine anti-ice coming on as well. And passing 4-3 for flight level 130. Oh, a little bit of turbulence here. Trim. There's a left turn. So already in the turn here, so I'll wait until the turn's complete before I engage the autopilot. Now we're already above that little layer. Look at this, a little bit of a cloud sandwich. Look at that. Nice little layer between the two. Control the autopilot now. There we are, command. And that's it. After takeoff checklist. So, spoilers no longer armed. Lights, we can turn off the lights, it says, after departure. Ignition is off, not required. Packs are set and APU's off. Auto brakes already turned off. And we can turn the engine anti-ice off now. That's it. After takeoff checklist done.
845, passing 5,000 feet.
Superb.
Good at level.
So have shot that turn slightly, but we're getting established. You can see the green ADF, I believe, is pointing towards Luxembourg NDB. So we're going to get established. Oh no, sorry, the orange ADF is. So we're going to get established on the 116 here, outbound, until we intercept the 335 radial inbound to Crossing Queen. We've already been cleared to climb flight level 130. And this aircraft has so much performance, it's very overpowered. There we are. Oh yes, gear off. You're quite right. Same as a 737, no excuses. Right, passing 104, flight level 130. Let's do the pre-cruise checks. So altimeters verify standard set if above the transition altitude. Landing lights, retracts can come off. And taxi light can come off as well. Seatbelts released as required. And feel free to light up back into 60s, 70s again, or 70s. And that's it, checks complete. Approaching our cleared flight level 130. Amazing. So there's one to go. So we'll go vertical speed. Oh, it's already gone to altitude capture there. Alpaca 67, request vertical line.
Alpaca 67, sorry about that. Hi, that's Unicom 122.8, that was fine.
Unicom 122.8, Alpaca 67, cheerio. Oh well. No more ATCs, sad times. Right, 122.8. There we are, that's active. And we'll continue climb to our cruise level, flight level 350. So that's set, profile, and we've got thrust and climb profile mode. There we go. Still smoking flights in the 80s, I know plainly. That's what I'm trying to recreate the experience at Alpaca Airways. But yeah, this climb rate is, I mean, in an empty 737, I remember once we took an empty 737, a ferry flight. We didn't fly that far, 200 miles. Well, it's a bit more than that. And our cruise level was 35,000 feet. And we got there in 10 minutes, or just over 10 minutes. It was around 11 or 12 minutes after departure. We were at 34,000 feet. Yeah, 4.5, 5,000 feet per minute climb rate when you're empty. No problem at all. And this aircraft has the capability of carrying a lot more fuel than we have on board today. Already over the Alps, says Prepared Flyer. I'm already over there, and you're getting a good 90 knot tailwind. Awesome. We've already got 40 knots here. Very nice. So flying to Belgrade today, Serbia. First time. VATSIM event there this evening, which is why I chose this destination, so it could be quite busy. I only took an additional 30 minutes of fuel. I hope it's enough, but it can get very busy in these VATSIM events. Put that weather radar tilt down a little bit. Is it modelled yet in the iniBuilds? 5 degrees is a little bit too high now, we're at this height. As you climb, you slowly lower the tilt, and in the cruise you want it around -1. Put it on the horizon now, and see if we get any ground clutter, just need to increase the range. Actually, I'll shove it all the way down below, see if we can pick up anything here. So -2, we definitely get some ground clutter before 80 miles. Lovely. And look at the weather, looking like it's clearing up. I hope it's going to clear up, because we're flying from Luxembourg here. We just enter French airspace, which is where this Grusting Queentown is. Then we enter German airspace. I think we're flying just to the south of Munich. Then we're going in Austria, right over top of Innsbruck. Overhead Slovenia, and then Croatia, right over top of Zagreb, just north of Bosnia, and then we're onwards to Serbia. Chris flying to my home country. Awesome. That's really cool. Arda, Airbus A320 Neo is best. Boo! No, they are cool aircraft, the Airbus. But this is my favourite Airbus. Canary says that Belgrade has nice weather now, according to the METAR. Very good. Yeah, it's been quite a lot of cold weather around Europe at the moment. A lot of snow, a lot of unsettled weather. But yes, looking at the METAR right now, broken at 3,300, 2 degrees. Perfect. Light snow forecast after midnight. Hey guy, any interest in trying POSCON? Now, the guy who runs POSCON did get in contact with me a few months ago. I said I'd perhaps look into using it, but I think VATSIM, I'm just all established and using the network quite a bit here. So yeah, maybe the same way that anyone else, will you try IVEO? There's no need to, because I use VATSIM. You know, I think it's the busiest one. There's lots of events, lots of traffic and stuff, but I know there is one called POSCON. Branislav, sorry, Mitch, or Milic, have you ever tried to land in Tiviat in Montenegro, and especially from the north? I haven't, no. That does sound like a challenging approach. Oh, having a little bit of a wobble, I see. I've noticed this in the A300. Sometimes you go over an active waypoint and it starts turning in the wrong direction, but it does eventually sort itself out. A little bit of a bug. Issue with my ortho tile. That's definitely default explain scenery. That's the photo ortho 4xp. Oops, little issue there perhaps. Well, It's disappearing. I don't know which tile that is. Branislav, let me find a video to show you how amazing it is. Won't work if you try and post it in the chat box. The links are blocked, so I'll have a look for you. I promise I'll have a look. Branislav. Sebastian, is there a situation where you'd want a headwind? Yes,
40,
when landing.
30,
generally,
20,
but not in the cruise.
10.
Tailwind always want to in the cruise there.
Srek input.
What was that? I was drinking. I saw a game in a different language, but I wasn't expecting Google Jane to say anything. Thank you very much, Pad Pilot, for your donation. Is that Slav? I don't know. It could be rude, but I wasn't expecting a response from Google Jane. That's why I laughed. Nearly choked up a drink. Unbelievable. What was that? Oh dear. Rich M, hi Captain, long time viewer, first time subscriber. Love the content, learned so much. Been a flight simmer since Microsoft Flight Simulator. Currently rocking Zebo on X-Plane 11. Keep up the great work, many thanks. Awesome, Rich, welcome, and glad you've jumped into X-Plane 11, tried out the Zebo mod, and I think you know, when Microsoft Flight Simulator came out, people like yourself were introduced to flight simulation, and was very much amazed and wowed by Microsoft Flight Simulator. And it is a really nice sim. Graphically, it looks incredible. But right now, the commercial jet airliners, if you want the most authentic experience, you need to jump into X-Plane 11 or Prepared or something like that. And I'm glad I kind of showed a lot of people the Zebo mod, or certainly show you how good this is. And it's I say it's so cheap. It's free. All you've got to do is buy X-Plane 11. The sim is free. Yeah, and there you go. Oh, it's Bon Voyage in Serbian. Thank you very much, Graham, and thank you very much, Pad Pilot, for your donation. I might just play it again just to hear what it said.
50, 40,
I don't know how good of
30,
a translation that was
20,
by
10.
Microsoft Jane.
Srek input.
Srek input? I don't think that's Serbian, is it? Oh dear, but thank you very much, Pad Pilot, that's very kind. She was close. Thanks, Corky. Danny, hi man. Yo, a complete beginner over here. Is this a difficult aeroplane to fly, or is this not a type of aircraft to begin with? So, welcome firstly, Danny, to Flight Simulation. This is on the advanced scale, yes, this aircraft here. So, if you're new to simulation, probably jumping into the A300 you'd find quite challenging. However, you'd be pleased to know that there's a lot of decent documentation out there, or documentation provided with products like this, which will step you through each step on what to do. Now, there's nothing stopping you grabbing this aircraft and flying it, and with a bit of help and assistance from tutorials, you'd be able to get quite proficient quite quickly in the sim. But I'd perhaps recommend maybe even the 737NG, which is and I'm not saying it's better than an Airbus at all, but it is a conventional aircraft in the sense that everything's where you'd expect it to be and everything works as expected. Whereas this is it's Airbus. It just doesn't make sense. But yeah, I start off small. I'd definitely look at flying some of the default aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator, the GA aircraft. You get a lot of fun flying those, and you'll learn some of the basics before stepping up to, say, a more complex aircraft there. Awesome. So as you fly into the tailwind here, look, our ground speed's increasing hugely. Look, 540 knots we've got, but I'm also still zooming up at 5,000 feet per minute. That's absolutely crazy. So I'm just going to reduce that rate of climb here to 1,000 feet per minute. So we're approaching 1,000 feet to go. That's a nice ground speed. Canary, Langen radar is online. Thanks for the heads up on that. Haven't had the pings yet, and we are approaching Germany, so hopefully get a ping from them soon. Anthony, what was the takeoff weight? It was 120-ish tons, I think. Top of my head. Cool. Guys, don't forget, we're going to do the quiz shortly. That should be quite a good idea to do that before we enter German airspace. Actually, you know what? Oh my god, look at the conga line going from Luxembourg to Serbia. That's awesome. Very cool. Very, very smart. What do you guys want? Do you want to do the quiz now, or would you like to wait a short while? Now, you're all going to say now, aren't you? We're about to enter German airspace, so as soon as we've checked in with German airspace, which is imminent, we'll start running the quiz here. Oh, Moen, Langen didn't ask those in front to contact them. Oh, really? I mean, that's unusual. Usually you get a little ping on VATSIM. I was doing a little right turn again. I can't see any ground clutter from the weather radar, so minus 2.5 you get ground clutter within 80 miles at 35,000 feet, but it's not displaying anything there, so it makes you think it's not exactly what it was. Quiz, my latency's reasonable, says Listerman. Okay, alright then, we'll do the quiz now, and if I don't get a ping, I'll check in manually after the quiz there. If he pings, of course, we'll contact him. So, let me get my quiz sound bar up. Of course, we don't run a quiz without having the sounds that the Quizmaster would use. So let me just check in with that. Signing in. So I'm going to do a little test ping here. Let me know if you can hear the sound effects. You should have hopefully heard the incorrect buzzer. Let me know in chat. So, if someone gets a grossly wrong answer, you'll get the incorrect ping. If someone gets it correct, they'll get the correct answer ping. Yes, you can hear it. Fantastic. Okay. Right then, guys. So, welcome to another Flight Data Sim quiz. It's been a while since we've ran a quiz. I mean, nearly a month or so. Very simple concept. I'm going to ask today only 5 questions. And whoever's in chat, all we have to do is put the correct answer in chat. And whoever answers first, and whoever has the quickest internet speed, will win. Bit of feedback for you if you're new taking part in this quiz. It might look like in the text chat, oh, I've been disconnected from VATSIM. Oh, that's probably why I'm not being told to contact anyone. Hold on, I just realised. I've just reconnected onto the network. It said my FPS was too low at some point. Probably went down to 20 or something. Anyway, yes, if you, it might look like you put the answer incorrectly in the text chat box, but it's not how we see it here. And you'll see after the stream when you play it back, you'll see who actually was first, the one we first saw in chat there. So we'll ask 5 questions. Whoever's first in chat will get the answer. Answers correctly first will get the correct answer, and I'll put their name next to a list here. And after 5 questions, whoever's had the most answers correct will win the prize, which is immortalisation into this stream. So quiz champion, and then you'll be immortalised for the next 2 to 3 weeks. If after 5 questions there's a tie, we'll ask a bonus question, and I'll ask that only the people that are in the tie break answer that question in chat, and then that's it. You get immortalised. The giveaway we'll be doing after we land in Belgrade in Serbia, and that'll be the Flight Data Sim mug. Again, I'll talk about how to enter the giveaway as well. Right then, so based off all of that, I will turn down the music here in the background for a little bit of quiz immersion, and let's get ourselves into a nice GoPro camera view of the cockpit as well, as the quiz takes place. There we are, and we'll start it straight away. So here comes question number 1. Airbus aviation themed quiz, of course. Okay, which airline was the launch customer for the Airbus A300? Which airline was the launch customer for the Airbus A300? I can hear a lot of cock spinning in chats. Tim Kernert is correct with Air France. According to the internet, a lot of people are saying Lufthansa, which makes you think, really? But no, according to Wikipedia, I need to double check that. It is Air France. I'm going to give it to Tim Kernert. Why was everyone saying Lufthansa? It makes me think it could be. Tim Kernert. You were the first person to say Air France, which is what I've written down. Llama International, no. Monarch, no. Long answer came in before the question. Yes, make sure you reset your or refresh your stream. Llama Internationals, that was said by Moen. That is incorrect. You could definitely have a buzzer for that one. I'm double checking to make sure it was Air France now. That'd be embarrassing. First question. Launch customer. A300. Yeah, introduction with Air France. Aircraft that launched Airbus A300, Air France was the launch customer. But it was also used with Lufthansa and Air France there. So that's definitely correct. Well done to you, Tim Kunert, with one question correct. My oh my, hopefully we'll have no more funny ones here. This is definitely, the next question is a very definitive answer here. Again, another Airbus A300 themed question for you. 5 Airbus A300s have been modified to super transporters. Its unique shape has led to what name officially being adopted? The Airbus A300 what? Can we do sports? Said Chris Curtin. Finn Hunt. You are correct, and the first person to answer correctly. Very close between Finn and Alexander there. You are of course correct with Beluga. Well done to Finn Hunt. Of course, officially adopted the name after everyone said it looked like the Beluga. Some people put Freighter. Kunari, who suggested the Airbus A300 super transporter was called a Shark. That is incorrect. You need a bonus like Robo-Locks. Unbelievable. Right, it was not known as the Shark there, Kunari. Very good, well done, Finn Hunt. Question number 2 correct. Here comes question number 3. Okay, it's a generic aviation themed question. Okay, for a Cat 1 ILS, which is what we'll be planning to fly today, the decision height cannot be lower than how many feet AGL? I know iniBuilds is dropping a Beluga mod. Very cool. We'll certainly fly that. List them in. You are correct. 200 feet. List them in. So a Cat 1 ILS minimum cannot be less than 200 feet AGL. Lots of different answers coming in here. 500, 420. The hangar pilot went with 17,000 feet. That is incorrect. Unbelievable. Brilliant. Well done, list them in. So even Stevens at the moment with 3 questions asked. We have... oh, hold on. I've been told to contact. I've been disconnected again from the network due to FPS. Really? Why is it not pinging or telling me though? Because it usually pings up and goes doop. Let me just try and reconnect here. Again. It's just the FPS is fine. I mean, what am I getting here at the moment? Well, yeah, 25. It's the ortho tiles because we're flying over the Alps. That'll be what it is. Should be okay, but yeah, that's all probably loading in. But I did a test sector earlier on VATSIM. It was absolutely fine, but we've logged back in now. Perfect. FIFA 741, is it only members that win? Absolutely not. Everyone here is taking part. In fact, we only have had 1 member answer the question correctly. Both Finn Hunt and Tim Kunert are regular subscribers, and also the giveaway as well. Let's do question number 4 then. What year was the last Airbus A300 built? What year was the last Airbus A300 built? Domino Mosina, check if you have Vulcan turned on. It is definitely on. It's definitely on. Sebastian Roden is correct. The year was 2007. Well done to Sebastian Roden. What other suggestions do we have here? Some from the future, 2030. 2006, 2007, yeah, the hangar pilot, I'll give you 1903, that is incorrect. 1903, obviously well known for the Wright brothers' first flight, not the year the Airbus A300 first flew. Question number 5, here's a little bit of a general knowledge question based on where we're currently flying to. At the moment, Tim Kunert, Finn Hunt, Listerman and Sebastian Roden have 1 question each correct. So it could be a 5th person playing for the bonus question, or perhaps one of the 4 people who've already answered might get this one correctly, correct first. Here comes question number 5. We're currently flying to the capital of Serbia, Belgrade. In Slav, it is called Belgrade, which means what? What does that translate to in English? Belgrade. Or how it's pronounced in Slav. Oh, some people jumping the gun there, putting Serbia. No. Well, I will accept Listermin White Town, because it did say that on the translator. It does say White Town / city, so well done, Listermin, you are correct. And that does mean, after 5 questions, Listermin, who did answer 2 questions correctly, is the quiz champion. Again, haven't you been quiz champion, Listermin, before? Unbelievable. You need to get a slower internet connection. But yeah, it is known as the White Town, or the White City, which it translates to. Johannes says beer city. Yes, I think the first word you learn in Slav is beer, but I can't actually remember what the word is. But very cool that that's there. Yeah, looking for... Oh, Tim Kerner, disappointed face. Oh, I know. Very close. Unlucky Tim, Finn, Sebastian as well. That was very, very close, but very, very good. And I'll now immortalise you, Listermin, into the quiz forever. There we are. Look at the FPS here as well. I'm struggling here. I can hear the old PC whirring away, but that's because of the ortho loading in. Yeah, it just booted me off that straight away. That's strange because it doesn't come up with the little ping to remind you to check your internet here. Excellent. Angel, I was quicker with the White City. Yes, I'm sure. And you'll see, though, if you play the stream back later, you'll actually see how it is quickly, because everyone has different latency speeds. That's why we do it for a bit of just for a bit of fun. We don't actually tie it to any giveaway or prize, because not only do you have to have the knowledge, you need to have quick internet or lower latencies as well. So, very good. Listermin, I'll immortalise you forever. Let me jump into the overlay here. Where are we? Quiz champion. And it's Listermin. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that shorter format quiz. I might do a few more quizzes with 5 questions. No, your name isn't John Listermin. I might do some more 5-question quizzes in the future, and we'll do them a little bit more frequently, because it takes obviously half the amount of time to prepare there. So, there we are, Listermin. Well done. In you go. And we have a new quiz champion. Superb. Forever, said Jonathan. Well, forever in this stream. Whoever plays this stream back, for as long as YouTube exists, the stream is there, Listermin will be immortalised forever. But not forever ever in the quiz. Tidying up the old bar here. Very good. So let's have a little look at our
50,
flight progress
40,
here, make sure we're making good progress. just
20,
inbound now
10.
to Serbia. Might try and contact ATC here. Thanks, Tim, for the €5.
Well, let's hope ATPL exams tomorrow will work out better. Was great fun.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Tim Kuna. Well, say congratulations. Best of luck with your HPL exams tomorrow. I'd rather you be studying that than watching the stream and taking part in the quiz, but unlucky, very close. You were very quick at answering the question regarding Air France being the launch customer for the Airbus A300. And may I wish you the best of luck in your HPL exams as well. That's a lot of hard work gone into all the way doing that. Good luck. Excellent. ETA, you should see right at the top here, 1929 Zulu. So just under an hour from now, maybe a little bit less with some, or more with the holding we can expect. Thanks, Canary.
Save this to buy a new jean for you, slightly smiling face.
Thanks a lot, Canary, for the €10. Now, I don't know much about PCs, but would you say that I'd say this is more processor related as opposed to the graphics card? I don't know much about PCs. I'm sure you know far more than me, Kunari. But yes, sometimes when it's the Ortho 4XB, when I fly in areas without zoom level 17, I never get these kind of FPS stutters. But you can see, look, the Alps are in the distance here. So when I fly over the Alps, it's always take a little bit of an FPS hit here. And I think these numbers here say something along the lines of, I don't know, yeah, the GPU's okay, but the CPU is working a little bit harder. I don't know, but thank you very much. I think it could be to do with the CPU, and I think that's a bit more difficult to swap out. But thank you, I'll put that towards a new CPU. Excellent. Right, we're no longer
50,
in any sector of ATC
40,
now, definitely be
30,
Unicom anyway.
20,
And the VATSIM event in Belgrade starts in 20 minutes as well.
Hi Flight Deck, love your videos.
Oh, thank you very much, Jeffrey, for your £5 donation. He says hello, and you're loving the content. Thank you very much, Jeffrey, for your donation. That's very kind, and wherever you are, I hope you're doing very, very well. Thank you so much. Very, very kind. Hugo, it'll be the CPU plus storage where the Ortho is. Yes, so all my Ortho 4XP is actually on a conventional non-solid state drive. What do you call it? HDD drive. So yeah, I think there's a limitation with how quickly the Ortho can be written in or transferred into the game. So yeah, it's all a big 8TB external drive. We did a big kind of discussion over it in the over a year ago, and it's just a limitation with my PC. Having switched to Vulkan, it has made the FPS stutters or the occasions where the CPU is working flat out. It has reduced it considerably. But yeah, I don't have the storage size on my solid state disk, which is just half a terabyte to store the Ortho. I mean, I have nearly 8TB of Ortho 4XP installed. But yeah, when I use TrueEarth, which is also installed on the other drive via Orbex, I don't have the issue. So, but yeah, unfortunately, it's the Alps, and the Alps are the tiles are significantly bigger, I think, than the tiles say over somewhere where it's flat. So when I'm flying around this place, it can really eat up the performance. I mean, I'm hitting it at 23, 25 FPS, but usually I'm 40 plus. Yeah, having a solid state drive of 8TB, that would be really expensive. Yeah, my conventional hard drive. Did I say solid state? I don't want to get you guys confused. Yeah, I haven't got an 8TB solid state drive. I wish. I've got a half a terabyte solid state drive, which runs Windows, X-Plane 11, the aircraft, and that's pretty much all of that. And then the 8TB is for the scenery, for the Ortho, all this custom scenery I have on my SSD. Let's have a look at that wind then. Nice. 80 knot tailwind. There's Innsbruck, look. Lima Oscar Whiskey India. There's the charts. Not charts, sorry, maps. There we are. So we're going to be flying just to the north of Innsbruck. And the rest of the routing takes us over the rest of Austria. There's Slovenia, so I think we're flying just north of Ljubljana, and then into Croatia. I think the routing again just takes us slightly to the north of Zagreb, and then here is, I think this is Serbia here. Excuse my lack of ability to read. I'm pretty sure that's Belgrade, but I can't read the language. But yeah, making good progress. We've been airborne now for 32 minutes. Around an hour to go. Don't forget as well, we are going to do a giveaway after landing. Win yourself the Flight Deck Sim mug. Lister, that's our destination. Thanks for the confirmation. Mark Smith, good evening to you as well. Thank you very much for saying it is Belgrade, and again, I'm so sorry I can't actually read your name, but thank you very much for popping into the stream regardless. Yes, I was talking to Mariana. I hope to be jumping into Flight Deck Sim Gaming tomorrow for just a couple of hours to do the next episode of Euro Truck Simulator. We're currently in Corsica. We started off Alpaca Logistics with our Volvo truck. We drove all the way last stream from London to Dijon, then we went Dijon to Corsica, and we need to do some jobs around there. So it's been over a week since I streamed it, so probably going to do that just for a couple of hours around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then most likely Thursday or Friday I'll jump back into Flight Deck Sim. We have nothing else going on at the moment. Very, very quiet in the UK. Full lockdown still. I think from either this week or next week, all arrivals into UK, potentially from most destinations, will have to reside in a hotel for a period of time. Crazy. And possibly on Saturday, yes. Well, on Saturday, we're having a members, our Assetto Corsa racing starts. We're having a multiple raced season. I might stream that to Flight Deck Sim Gaming as well. Jonathan Wiltshire is the alternate Szczecin. Nope. I can pronounce that one. If we do have to divert, we're going to be going to Budapest. Well, there's the beautiful Alps. And there's the beautiful Alpaca Airways. Can't quite see Innsbruck, which would be just here. Oh, there it is. There is Innsbruck. Fancy diverting, guys, to do the circle to land in the valley. Done a few streams to Innsbruck now. Very cool. Gwen Jones, what's the weather like in the destination airports? We'll flash that up in chat. I'm sure someone will grab that Metar ASAP. Nate Mayback, how did you decide on the name Alpaca Airways? So the story goes, I've been running the membership on the channel now for just over 2 years. That's all as Unicoming. The story goes, basically we started the membership 2 years ago, and both my partner Mariana, who helps me run the channel, and is very active in Discord as well, we went alpaca walking about 2 years ago, and we shared a picture of the alpaca walk, or myself with an alpaca, and one of the members suggested, why don't we start a virtual airline called Alpaca Airways? And I found that quite amusing. I was like, well, I've got the broadsword. I was using broadsword at the time, based off 2XL, and I thought, well, you know, let's do it. And we started doing a few flights on it, and it just kind of took off from there, really. And now I think in the little VATSIM community, it's quite, in Europe at least, it's quite well recognised as a non-official virtual airline. I think everyone sees VCP, which represents alpaca. The reason it's VCP, I think it's Latin. Latin for alpaca is Victor Compre or something like that, VCP. And that's answering Scott C's questions. There you go. If you look up the Latin word for alpaca, you'll see the reference to VCP. There's the live weather in Innsbruck. There's some light snow about, should make sense with those clouds, but right now in Belgrade you can see 1830 Zulu, so 15 minutes ago. 320 at 10,
40,
10k, scattered at
30,
3,300,
20,
2 degrees, QNH
10.
1014, so really nice weather conditions. Thanks a lot, Rich M, for the fiver.
A small token of appreciation, but Captain, it was MS Flight Sim 5 I started on back in 1994 on a 486 PC. A young whippersnapper back then.
Very cool, Rich M. Thanks a lot for the £5, buddy. Very, very kind of you. And I guess you're still flight simming to this day, and you started off in MS Flight Sim 5. Well, I wasn't too far behind you. My first flight simulator was 2002. That was the first ever one that was given to me as also a whippersnapper, let's say. And I've never looked back since. And that's fantastic. That yeah, wow, MS Flight Sim 5. I don't think I've ever seen that or played that, so very cool. Thanks a lot for the donation, buddy. Glad you're enjoying the videos. Listening, quite well recognised, aka everyone running screaming when they see us. Yes, ATC controllers panic and shake at the mere sight of an alpaca call sign. Jonathan Woodshire, all controllers bury their heads in their hands when they see the incoming alpaca lineup. Yes, I think the Belgrade approach has at least got, I don't know, 10 of us inbound. Scott C, thank you. Yes, it's Vikogana Pakos. Very cool. Gwyn Jones, how far to go? Just around an hour. You'll see here on my new overlay right at the top there's a blue line, which is your progress, 50, and obviously 40, once you get to your destination 30, the blue line's filled up, 20, and then you have your ETA 10. As the crow flies, so 1931 Zulu. My.
A small gift to the chef food tester with 4 paws whose name will not be mentioned.
Thank you very much, Chef Alpaca Officer Kator. Thank you very much, Kator, for the £8.85. A small gift to the chief food tester, were you trying to say, or chef food tester with 4 paws? I guess chief food tester, mentioning Jack, whose name will not be mentioned. That's very kind, thank you very much. Guys, for you that are unfamiliar with the setup at Alpaca Airways, Jack, our Labrador, is the CEO of the airline. I'm the chief pilot. Mariana is the chief cabin crew. That is Alpaca Airways, the kind of top of the pyramid, and then all the members fill in as the line crew and line pilots. Very, very amusing. Thank you very much for your donation. Look, you've completely broken my overlay. A silly little overlay, the design of it. I'm squeeze it there, but thank you very much, Kator. That's very, very kind. Appreciate the donation. I hope you're doing very, very well. Thank you. Right, let's fix that. Look at that. Superb. Well, hope you're all enjoying the view of the Alps here. Looking good. Yeah, great memories flying from old Merrill C. Meigs Airport in Chicago, Microsoft Flight 75. Well, yeah, I mean, it was the default airport whenever you fired up the sim. It was always Meigs, wasn't it? Very cool. Alan Dawson, your first flight sim was 4A flyer on the Texas Instruments T199. And soon after, my dad got micronav on the Amstrad. I feel old now. I mean, I only know Amstrad from being isn't that Alan Sugar's company, Amstrad? That's crazy. That was a long time ago. Amazing. Flight sim's come a long, long way, hasn't it? Incredible, really. Amazing. I mean, I remember when I was at school. And I was planning flights for like the weekend to play on the sim, Flight Sim 2002. I used to have my little school diary. You know, if you guys outside the UK, we used to get school diaries, and it had a little map in the back of it. I used to love it. It was like a map of the world, and I used to plan my little flights with my ruler and my pencil, saying, right, the weekend I'm going to play on the sim. I'm going to route from I don't know, London to Helsinki in the default Flight Sim 2002 737, which felt like the Zebo mod back then to me when I was 11 years old or whatever. And now look at it, we're zipping around an A300 where all the switches move with photorealistic scenery, accurate weather depiction, ATC. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Feels like I'm at work, especially when I'm in the Zebo mod. It can be hard to tell sometimes. We did the VATSIM overload event into Gatwick just, I think it was 2 weeks ago tomorrow. Honestly, it was really weird. It felt like I was at work. I was like, wow, with the ATC on VATSIM, the weather, the 737, incredible. All that coming in.
50, 40,
Anthony, I saw that.
30,
He used to look at the map in his
20,
little cowboy hat.
10.
Very funny. And Tim's reaction. Thanks, Gator, again.
First flight sim was on a Atari 1040 STF.
Oh, you've lost me now, Kator. I wouldn't even know what that is. But I've heard obviously an Atari, but that I should think was a very basic sim. Very cool, Kator. Thanks again for your donation. Very kind for you to support that. Thank you. My oh my. An Atari 1040 STF. What does it even look like? Atari, oh my.
50, 40, 30, 20.
I'm looking at one
10.
now. I can buy one off. I can buy one. Line of home computers from Atari. Wow. Oh, it's in colour. Thanks a lot, John from Wiltshire, for the £2 donation. Thanks, buddy. Is it time for the I Love Airbus in-flight entertainment yet? Oh, very good, John from Wiltshire. Thank you very much. Yes, you know what? Based off that donation, Ian mentioning it earlier, guys, would you like to see Ian Perez is one of the members? Do not like Airbus parody videos, which he made of me flying the Airbus on a few occasions on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I can quickly play that for your amusement if you so wish. Commodore 64 and take, that's what Nick Lovin played. Jonathan Wiltshire, yes. Here we go then. Alright, let's turn this bad boy down. I'll turn the music off as well. Enjoy, guys. I have a sort of funny relationship with Airbus. I despise them. was climbing so... I've literally got my nose full down. Again, I'm no Airbus guy. I hate Airbus. I'm going to skip another Airbus one because I don't like Airbus. Here we go. In an Airbus. Fantastic. Great. Wonderful. It's an Airbus. It shouldn't let me bank over a certain point anyway. Oh no. Go on. Checked. Come full up. Oh! You overstressed the aircraft and caused critical damage. That's it. I'm done. No more Airbus. Right. Let's try the Airbus again. Oh, gosh, the Airbus feels very strange. Come on, bus. I can do Airbus. Look, I'll put it in climb. No. And now it should maintain the speed, shouldn't it? No. Unbelievable. I hate Airbus. Amazing, isn't it? Thanks again to Ian Perez, one of the members of the channel who took his time to make that and sent it over. When I first saw it, I was in tears. Absolutely brilliant. And look at it now. We're actually in an Airbus right now, but you can't call this an Airbus. It's an Airbusy Boeing. Ruben Leroy, the classic example of a love-hate relationship. Absolutely. Yeah, thanks again, Ian. So I'm approaching Klagenfurt, just approaching Ljubljana as well, in Slovenia. No ATC at the moment, all on Unicom, and it looks like the VATSIM event should be starting imminently. They only have ground online at the moment, and the first few Alpacas are just leaving Croatia to enter Serbian airspace. Lewis Eckhart. Guys, I don't know if anyone thinks, but do you think Flight 7 doesn't like Airbus? It's all in jest. It's all in jest. I think Airbus, I mean, we're discussing it actually with a friend of mine a couple of days ago with the MAX. Obviously, Boeing making the MAX was in response primarily to the Neo being released, but obviously the Airbus A320 series, which is actually, you know, still quite an old aircraft in design and development, built off the A300, of course. It's already 20 years ahead of the 737. So yeah, it's. I think I've sat in an Airbus flight deck, and it's, I think, a far nicer office space to work in, far bigger, far roomier, more comfortable. Comes with a tray table as standard. Whereas the 737 is a little more outdated, smaller, cramped. But the one thing the 737 wins over, it's a conventional plane. Stick rudder. When you disconnect it, I've said it so many times, because we're sick of me saying it, you're flying a proper aeroplane. There's no in-between bits between you and the flight controls. Pitch, power, trim. It's a big Cessna, and I say it's a big Seneca. That's what it feels like. Double Live Gonzo, what clouds are you using? These are just Active Skies textured cloud sets, which comes with the weather plugin. That's it. No shaders or fancy things like that. Gwen Jones, what's the difference between airspeed and ground speed? Looks like you've been well catered for there by Listerman Scott. Yes, ground speed is the important one when it comes to navigation. It takes into account your indicated airspeed, plus the density of the air, which brings you your true airspeed calculation and the temperature, and then the speed of the wind on top of that just gives you your ground speed. Any info on the Microsoft Flight Simulator Boeing 737? Not that I've seen. There's a few secret developments going on with some other developers, which I'm privy to. But with regards to the PMDG, that's going to be delayed, I think, until at least the second half of this year. But yes, of course, I'll tell you as soon as that's out. We'll be jumping into that ASAP. Canary, been in both the Airbus and Boeing cockpits. I must say the Airbus cockpit's nicer. The 737 was always afraid of hitting a switch like I love my seat. You're quite right, Canary. Yeah, if you're over 5'9", you're going to be knocking your head on that overhead panel at the top there. Yeah, the Airbus is, as I mentioned, far nicer working environment. Struccio, I have a family member who's flying both the 737-320. He missed the yoke on the 73 when he went onto the Airbus, but now he flies the 73 and he finds it outdated compared to the A320. Yeah, I think if you come off the Airbus onto the 73, it's a more conventional aircraft, you know, let's say. Danielle Garusi, out of 10, how would you rate the Zebo in terms of realism? 8.5, 9. When it comes to the flight model, 9 out of 10. Pitch power, set the attitude thrust, it's very close to what you get in the real aircraft. Gwyn Jones, does that mean that airspeed can change due to air pressure, more the density of the air? If the air is less dense, the airspeed will underread. So if we look at it right now, our indicated airspeed is 260 knots, which is obviously not our true airspeed because of the air density, less air molecules going into the pitot tube. Our true airspeed, now where on earth do you find that in an A300? I wonder. Yeah, there you go. True airspeed. Oh no, that's indicated airspeed, I was going to say. Where's true airspeed on the A300? I don't know what time it is on this aircraft. There we are. True airspeed is 444 knots. And then taking in the tailwind effects from here, pushing on that, the ground speed is 484. Russell Gacy, you love the garish blue-green cockpit colours of Russian aircraft. Yes, they are very different to Western aircraft. And again, an aircraft we've not flown in a while, the Felis TU-154. So you see now I'm clear of the Alps and the clouds. Look, my FPS has gone from 22 to 35, is what I'm usually getting, which is fine. And am I still logged in? Yeah, I am still logged in. That's goodness. Captain Maths says, hello, Flight Deck to Sim. Hello. You're late. You're here now. No, how would you rate the Zebo regarding physics? As good as you're going to get in a desktop simulator, no, really. And X-Plane 11, the blade element theory, or however it simulates lift, is quite clever. I don't know how it works in the background, but you can build an aircraft in PlaneMaker, subject it to the model in X-Plane 11, and it reacts based off the actual shape of the wing and the horizontal stabilizer rudder, which makes it feel very realistic, especially in the kind of flare and secondary effects of flight controls. Just feel nice. Making good progress. Coppermine says the turquoise colour of Russian incumbents was chosen since it was found to be calming to the crew. Really? That's really interesting. Oh, now I've got a ping from VATSIM. Centre contact me on 130.45. Centre, good evening, Alpaca 67, maintaining flight levels 350, and we're bound to pod it.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Sorry, going now to Oscar Bravo Romeo, sorry. Thank you. Alpaca 67, identified, continue.
That's cleared, Alpaca 67. Perfect, all checked in. He's very loud, this individual. Thank you very much, Tao, the members coming in. Thank you very much for your donation. Have you ever flown an SRA approach? I have once, for a bit of fun, more than anything. I was an FO over 5 years ago, and we flew it into our home base because air traffic control sort of was very quiet. It was a completely clear day. And the captain's like, do you want to fly an SRA approach? And I was like, well, if you really want to, yeah, fine. And essentially what it is, ATC, the approach radar, talks you down. Using headings and rates of descent, I believe. Now, very few places offer SRA approaches now because the workload for the approach control is very high, and in normal times they just don't have the capacity. But it's actually a very accurate way of getting close to the approach or close to the runway. The minimums associated with SRA approach are quite low, but essentially, yeah, ATC uses approach radar, I believe, to talk you down, give you headings, rates of descent, or telling you to maintain that heading. And then I vaguely remember the RT associated with the configuration. So when you had to tell them when your gear was down, and you had the locked, and as soon as you're visual, that was the end of the service. But we did it for fun, and it was completely cav-okay. And AT was like, "Are you visual with the runway?" And we could tell it was really. We asked, they were a bit like, "Well, okay," but the workload's high. But this was years ago. I don't think we don't even have guidance on SRA approaches at 1.8 anymore. Yeah, very cool. Direct to Oscar Bravo Romeo, Alpaca 67, thank you. Oscar Bravo Romeo. Where is that?
Turkish 9418, continue descent to 6,000 feet, QNH 1009.
I can't see an Oscar Bravo Romeo.
Turkish 9418, roger.
Now on an A300, how do you find out where it is, or how many miles away from said waypoint? I have to confirm the waypoint there. Let me clear that first. Ah, no! Direct. I don't want to be deleting any of this. There we are. Phew, I thought I was going to delete the waypoint there. First, I'll just say thanks to whoever that was, just joined as a member. Thank you very much, Andrew Nasson. Welcome aboard, buddy. Glad you enjoyed the content. And welcome aboard as a member. Glad you enjoyed the content. As I said, members only Discord. You'll get yourself in. Enjoy your custom emojis and chat as well. Thank you very much for the support, buddy. Now, where on earth is this? Where on earth is this waypoint?
Break, Alpaca 28, Mike, contact Belgrade radar 133, bye bye.
Radar Alpaca 67, just confirm that waypoint to direct to again, please.
Alpaca 67, the waypoint is Oscar Bravo Romeo.
Oscar Bravo Romeo, confirm Alpaca 67.
Correct.
Perfect. Well, let's give that a whirl.
Adria West, dobar večer, Serbia 901, Juliet, proceeding inbound Sarajevo, VOR, flight level 160.
So where is
Serbia 901, Juliet, proceed direct, identify, proceed direct, Kilo Echo Bravo.
Uh-oh. Now where's it going? I'm just going to keep an eye on this. Because it still says... It says Victor Bravo Alpha. Oh, it's a different arrival. That's interesting though, but why is it not routing direct to that or displaying that on the ND? Let me have a look at the charts, guys.
Serbia 901 Juliet, negative, we will decline flight level 160 for now.
Arrivals.
Serbia 901 Juliet, then your requested flight level is 160.
Correct.
Oscar Bravo Romeo.
Thank you.
Ah, found it. It's Belgrade. Belgrade NDB. Got you. Ah, okay. I've got this, guys. So, I want to go to departures. So, I'll show you guys. So on the 737, when you get routed direct to a waypoint, you simply punch it in, execute, and then it displays it on the ND. I punched in Oscar Bravo Romeo, but it does still say the active waypoint is Victor Bravo Alpha. Even though it's not programmed as a star or as an ILS, you can still route to any waypoint in the nav database, and then it will just put the route discontinuity and then the previous preceding waypoint. But I've just found on the approach chart. So ILS approaching runway 30 for City. The transition I was planning was with the Papa Alpha. However, he's just cleared us direct to here, the Oscar Bravo Romeo. So what we'll do, we'll select the Oscar Bravo Romeo transition, and I guess that goes via Ripan onto the ILS, and then there's holding here if we've not been cleared. So that's where he's cleared us direct to. So we don't have to look at any star today, which is great. So we'll go to star. Deselect the star. I want ILS 30, but the transition I would like is not there. Ah. So I've only got I'll just go via Ripan. There we are. Perfect. Insert flight plan. So we want to route direct to OBR and then to Ripan. Goddamn Airbuses. Oh, where's my zero mod? Left I want to put this in here. So at the moment.
Turkish 948, stop descend at 9 meters.
So it hasn't put that in correctly.
Okay, stopping 757.
Let's have a look at these stars here. There is actual star that goes via Ripan. Not Oscar Bravo, Oscar Bravo Romeo. So I might just try and put a star in. Let's try and put the Rigum 2 mic in.
Alitalia 22 Golf, report Mach number please.
Delta.
Mach number decimal 71.
Bear with me, guys. I'm just looking at some charts of Route 2 mic.
Yes, confirm decimal 71. I can speed up.
Alitalia 22 Golf, negative. If able, please maintain 0.71.
Maintaining 0.71 to Golf.
Alpaca 1 for Mike Juliet, turn right heading 140.
So, where is it going?
1 for Mike Juliet, and if you can increase speed, that would be great.
Right, I'm almost there. I just want to go.
1 for Mike Juliet, what is your Mach number at the moment? What is maximum you can give?
It's not going direct to Oscar Bravo Romeo for whatever reason.
1 for Mike Juliet.
What it's doing, I think it's routing direct to Oscar Bravo Romeo in the missed approach. But it's saying Ripan here. Interesting. So what I'm going to try and do is type it in manually. I don't want to bug anything here. Oscar Bravo Romeo, sorry. Right, that's better.
Alpaca 67, report Mach number.
Alpaca 67 Mach decimal 77. Where are we going? I'm just going to go heading select here, guys. I'm not sure.
Alpaca 67, are you able to do 0.71?
Decimal 71, A firm Alpaca 67.
Thank you very much.
Want a little bit of a whistle-stop tour of Croatia at the moment, guys. Now, how do I get my speed window open? Might be a bit slow.
Alpha Mike, report Mach number.
Right, that's so for some reason I don't know if that's a bug, but it wouldn't let me select Oscar Bravo Romeo because I think it was getting confused because it's the missed approach waypoint as well. So when I was pressing direct and then typing in Oscar Bravo Romeo, I think it was trying to route there, but I've just gone heading here just to help it out for a second. So Oscar Bravo Romeo and then to Ripan. So what we're going to do is clear this. clear this.
9418, altitude 6,000 feet.
There we go. So I think it took a bit of fiddling. And again, I don't know if this is an A300 iniBuilds thing or something I've done, but it looks okay now. So Oscar Bravo Romeo. Oscar Bravo Romeo.
133.1, squeeze 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Alpaca 14 Mike Juliet direct Oscar Bravo Romeo.
That's talking about Oscar Bravo Romeo, Ripan Arc, and then on to Tupco. That's better.
Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike, great timing, we're just back from Quest 7.
Perfect.
58 Alpha Mike, descent flight level.
Perfect. Right, a lot of faffing around there. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. But it is working now. But I think it's something to do with the fact, because Oscar Bravo Romeo was coded as a missed approach waypoint, it might have got a bit confused with the A300. So when I said direct to Oscar Bravo Romeo, which wasn't on the active flight plan, it just went, right, well, Oscar Bravo Romeo, that's programmed as a missed approach waypoint, and I think it was routing direct to that, even though it had the full approach afterwards via our original point, Papa Alpha, so that's why I had to type it in manually, and once it's in there manually, when I pressed direct to, it recognised it, so that even, just a bit of trial and error, but it looks like it's all working. And based off all that information, we're now only 40 miles from top of descent, so we'll hand over controls to Jim, so it'll be a bit of a quick briefing, but we're back in. I've gone to out hold so it can just maintain our speed, but I think I can update the cruise speed of these pages. Well, I'm going to leave it for now because we're happily doing decimal, so we'll not really need to set this approach up. So let's have a look here at the descent preparation. So weather and landing. Let's just grab the ATIS, which is Lima Yankee Bravo Echo 122925. Come to. Unfortunately not coming up, nor is it coming up on text either. Alright, we're going to have to rely on the METAR. Well, the METAR we checked a few times. The weather is fine. QNH we already copied, which was 1013, just seeing if it's changed. But not coming up on Xpilot, the text client, or on voice. But yeah, 1014 is the QNH, and 2 degrees, 3109. So that's all filled in. And where is it you get the descent information? Not allowed. I can't remember. There's a page where you put the descent information in. Is it progress? There we are, descent forecast. So hand over control to Jim, he's now in control. He's enjoying himself. 310 is the first wind. Format error. Now how do I do that here? 310 slash 209 slash 74 200 slash 218 slash 13 and 100 slash 008 slash 16. Wind at Belgrade on the ground is 310 at 9. Done. That's filled in. Check speeds on the FMS approach page. Briefs in star, which we're going to do shortly. Check landing performance. So takeoff approach. I'm going to use full flats 3040. V approach is 138. Plus 5, that wind. So our fly is going to be 148. Wait, has that changed?
Traffic is now at your 8 o'clock.
Yeah, 148 then.
Can you continue for the
MDA minimums then. It's a DA, but I believe they want you to put the MDA here, even though it's a DA, and then it's 533. which is the height on the altimeter. So that's set with regards to landing performance. So we're not flying an arrival today. We've already been cleared direct to the Belgrade NDB for the transition via Belgrade to Ripan. We'll get Belgrade NDB tuned, which is 355. Let's back up. It's going to be 14 miles then to Ripan. We're going to be above 3,100 feet, which I can see is the case, and above Tupco 3,300. Tupco's here. It says 3,100, which is actually above there, so that's correct. Just want to bring the speed back for our turn on to final. Tupco's going to be 10 miles, so I want to make sure at least doing 180 knots or less at Tupco. It's estimating, I think it said 173, so I'm happy to leave that in the FMS. Then we've got another NDB to fly over. Look, 316 at Belgrade. Switching up the second ADF. No, V-approach. V-approach includes the additive. Thanks, guys. God damn Airbus. So that is my final approach speed. Got you. I'm just going to get rid of that. So yeah, my final speed then was probably 137 or something, or VREF is 137. So I'll fly 143 for those VREF. Thanks, guys.
14 Mike Juliet, no speed restriction.
So yeah, transition. There we go. It should work in profile though. The altitude's checking the FMS. Platform altitude is 2,840 feet. And we'll intercept the ILS overhead the locator at that height. And the Juliet Alpha, down we go. It's 3 degrees, checks, minimums, set decision height of 500 as well, even though we're using the MD8. I think that just ensures the minimums cool down. I'm just going to request descent now as well.
Turkish 90418, clear for ILS approach, runway 11, report established. I have no idea where this guy is going.
Oh dear, what's having problems? Alpaca 67, request descent. Hello.
Alpaca 67, descent flight level 210 for now.
Descent flight level 210, Alpaca 67. So we're going to go level change, we're a little bit high on profile here, and again, we're only descending a decimal 7.1 because that's our speed restriction at the moment. So vectors probably on the ILS, or if they've got the capacity, they've got the capacity vectors, if not probably just the transition onto the ILS here. We'll go down to the minimums. If I have to go around, it'll be climb straight ahead to 3 DME off Bravo Golf Delta, which is 1205. Yeah, there's no point tuning that because it's Airbus. It's going to do it for us. You can tune it, but if you leave it in auto, I think it does it for you. But the ILS I do need to tune, which is 1099 and 297 for the course. So that's set. That's good.
Descent altitude 5,400 feet, clear for the ILS approach runway 11, report established.
Descend 5,400
so runway here, 3,400 metres, nice and long. We'll make a left turn, try to vacate at Charlie. So I'm going to go order brake low here. I think there should be more than enough to get to Charlie with reverse thrust. And then very simple taxi from Charlie. From Charlie. Instructor stands. What are the stands here? The scenery I have is from the X-Plane 4. Looks really good. And we're already there. Top of descents you've already got in chat. Thanks, guys. Yeah, sorry for a bit of a rush briefing there. I had a few technical issues with the FMS there. But we're going down at decimal 7.1. And we're about 2,000 feet high on profile. And that's actually going to escape us because we're told it's based off our fast descent speed, and we're only doing decimal 7.1. So I'm going to maintain this speed for a short while, and then he might give us. I might actually ask him what does he want in conversion. Mercury will not tune automatic, you have to switch to VOR on the EFIS panel. Thanks. I thought Airbuses did everything for you. So I think, yeah, you have to go VOR. Let's put that on standby then. 1205. And will it keep that tuned now, even if I go back to automatic? I've got the NDB tuned at least, but all I need to know is it's 3DME here, and if it's programmed in the FMS, all I have to do is use profile mode. So yeah, you got 297 Charlie representing 3 miles, left turn to Oscar Bravo Romeo. So yeah, we don't need to worry so much about having the nav aids tuned exactly, because it will use profile mode then. Very cool, thanks Mick. Look, I didn't realise. This Airbus is half Boeing though, said Gustavo. You're correct. it's Boeing-y enough for me to continue to be able to operate at reasonable amount of proficiency. Only reasonable. Guys, if you just tuned in, welcome aboard. We just did a descent into Belgrade, running the sim 5 hours behind live time, which is where you can see the beautiful scenery. We'll be touching down in with no delay, hopefully, in around 25 minutes. Don't forget, we'll do a little merch giveaway after landing as well, where you could win yourself the lovely Flight Data Sim mug. Everyone says in chat. And the excellent iniBuilds Airbus A300. You can grab this off today. 50% off at the moment till midnight, so if you really enjoy the look at this aircraft, worthwhile grabbing. And if you use the discount code Alpaca, there's a limited amount of purchases available with a further 10% discount as well. Jeff Sumner, I've just joined. Has he looped it yet? So far so good. I've not had to resort to using the mouse, which reminds me it's worthwhile making the control column disappear so you don't accidentally move it with the mouse there. One thing I didn't check is the fuel hatch. It's amazing when I don't fly the 7.3 how you usually kind of checks.
What would you do? This one
window, so there is a page which shows you fuel on arrival and all that lovely jazz. What's this show? Well, we've got 8 tons on board. Our alternate to divert is we need 5 tons. You know what? Have we burned more fuel than I was expecting? I thought we'd be landing with a little bit more than that. Oh no, I think that's about right. Because we took an extra, what was it, 2.5 tons? Yeah, we're estimated to be landing with 5.3. Plus 2.5 tons would be 7.8. We've got 8 tons, we're barely burning any fuel at the moment. Fuel flight at the moment is... what's that? 1,200 kilos an hour, so about 2.4 at the moment in idle. Yeah, that's about right.
I think he's aiming to kill me.
So I'm just going to ask him what speed he wants now on conversion. Radar Alpaca 67, what indicated airspeed would you like me to maintain on conversion? He's not going to want me doing much quicker than this though, if he wanted me to go.
Alpaca 67, descent flight level 170.
Descent flight level 170, Alpaca 67. Any more?
Serbia 901 Juliet established ILS approach.
So it's still about 1,600 feet high, but I'm doing 290 knots. My only concern is there could be traffic ahead. So he told me to maintain decimal 7.1 in the cruise, which is very slow. That would typically mean because speed on conversion would be unusual to be higher than 250 knots in that case, because it wanted me to go slow down to traffic ahead. So yeah, I don't want to. He sounds busy. In real life, I'd be what speed do you want me to maintain? But I'll let him see that we're getting too close to the aircraft ahead and let him work it out. IO, can you see a map? I want to see where we are. Of course you can. There we are. We're still over Croatia, just about. Here's the Croatian-Serbian border, and here's our destination. We are in the world. There's Belgrade. So again, 1,500 feet on
Alpaca
high.
67, descent flight level 130, contact Belgrade 133.1, bye-bye.
Descent flight level 130 and Belgrade approach on 133.1. Alpaca 67 face the ATC, bye. So when we check in,
Alpaca 1 for my Juliet, flight level 110.
when we check in, we'll advise him our indicated airspeed, which is 290. Let's see what he wants. Belgrade approach, very good evening, Alpaca 67. We're descending to flight level 130, inbound to Oscar Bravo Romeo, speed 290 knots.
Was it Alpaca 67?
AFib.
Alpaca 67, Belgrade radar hello 215, radar contact, descent flight level 130, and give me speed 250 knots.
Descent flight level 130, reduce speed 250 knots, Alpaca 67. Superb, there we are,
Decibel 103, left turn
So again, that's going to make me a little bit high on profile again, so I'm just going to use a little bit of speed brake just to get back onto profile and bring the speed back to 250 knots.
Alpaca Great Mike Tower, 191, thank you for the operation.
That's
Bulgarian Eagle 318 on present heading clear ILS 30 and descend now 4,000.
just a level change. And now we're back at our speeds. The aircraft will start pitching to maintain 250 knots with idle thrust and get us back on profile with the speed brake out as well. I forgot we've not even done a cabin tour today.
50 Lima, descend altitude 5,000. 75,000, that's Decibel 193, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 knots, exit 1993.
Bulgaria 1505, descend altitude 6,000, you can 81.
Use a bit more speed brake. It won't go any higher. There we are.
Bulgaria 10 Papa, also for you 6,000, you can 81.14.
6,000 pounds, 014,
10 Papa, left by 10 degrees.
left by 10 degrees,
3 Charlie 4, so you can expect
this aircraft is so cool.
in 3 minutes into heading sequence.
So it doesn't sound like there's any delays of any sort.
58 Alpha Mike, we expect any holding or will it be straight up?
About 58 Mike, it will be straight in on a long left down with your approximately number
Just like
7
the
or
Dino
something like that
AC
without counting. To be honest, descend
perfectly.
5,000.
Continue to descend 5,000, doesn't really do the base job.
Alpaca 1 for my Juliet 10 for you, maintain present heading and descend
So
now
here comes the
7,000,
profile, there's the
you can
vertical
81.14.
deviation look, so we'll stow the speed brake. And we're going to stay just initially in
Sorry, Alpha Mike,
level
what
change
did you
because
see?
we're under a speed restriction of 250. We'll just monitor our profile. I love it, it looks like VDAV.
Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike, speed.
58 Alpha.
58 Alpha Mike, speed 270 knots.
Copy that, thank you again.
No problem.
Bulgaria 77 Papa,
Mick, I think if you go to flight plan next page on the MCD, you find flight information.
03077 Papa.
Bulgaria 1505,
yeah.
right heading 030 as well.
Yeah, just
Papa, please confirm.
I know there is a page which shows you fuel on arrival and ETA and stuff. I can't remember where it is.
Right, turn back.
Podcaster, evening captain, what's the procedure when you hear the pull-up call out above 1,000 feet? Well, regardless of your altitude, if you get an oral pull-up warning, you have to mandatorily you have to apply the train escape maneuver. Mandatory. If you get the oral pull-up from Betty there, caution requires a change in the profile, but if you're unsure or where you are, if you've lost situation awareness, train escape is going to be the safest option. Prompt page and then fuel.
Bulgaria 1505 starts reducing speed 180 knots. You will be the next one for the island.
There we go. So ETA 46, so 15 minutes. Fuel on board us to make 6.7, which makes sense. We need to divert 5 tons. And that's like extra 2 and a bit tons. Oh no, that's the extra fuel. 14 minutes, only an extra ton. We burned a bit of extra fuel then, I guess, because I took a conservative extra 30 minutes or so. So enough for a go around and a second approach, or holding for around 15 minutes before we're down to
right turn heading 150.
Please confirm that the last transition was for 7.
Bernie Silver, hi Captain, just came 320 Sim Pilot, just wondering if you are friends in real life. I've spoken to 320 Sim Pilot, we've dropped an email to each other, which is very nice. I did see he was streaming today. I don't try and ever conflict with other streamers, especially the Flight Sim guys and stuff, but I did see he was in the Microsoft Flight Simulator stream, which is pretty cool. But yes, I sent him an email even this morning.
Right by 10-3.
He's a guy when it comes to Airbus, himself and both V1 simulations.
For you, right by 10-3.
Right, that's
Object 1505, left turn heading
Andrew Nelson, does the 737 have a fuel prediction page like that? It does. On the progress page, it will show you fuel, ETA, fuel on arrival ETA,
okay,
all the information you need.
From the localizer, you seem to be going for the parallel runway.
Looking good so far, so approaching Oscar Bravo Romeo. From the west.
Okay, 7 Papa, continue the right turn on a heading of 27.
I think the amber arrow is the right ADF tuner, or to follow the NDB here, so ADF number 2316, that makes sense with the amber needle pointing towards Oscar Bravo Romeo with that wind as well.
50 Lima, excellent. Yeah, actually not, because the guy has reconnected. Disregard, continue on heading.
So there's our cruise level. Cruise level, sorry, that's our cleared level for level 130.
Okay, Eagle 318, copy that. Contact tower on 118.1 and speed 180.
So we're going to get a higher profile again, nothing you can do, because it is our cleared level. List of flies and Airbus wants to follow an ADF needle. Oh, yeah, that looks all nice and conventional to me. Look at this.
Sorry, one for my Juliet, you can now give me speed 230 knots.
Perfect. James Sutton, what's the sound tool we use there? B2 volume control. It allows you to change the X-plane sounds in game. Very useful for streaming. Nate, what is all the general entries? I don't actually know. The not so big ones. I think these are the general entry.
I think if not wrong, to maintain present heading. Thank you.
Maintain present heading, Capital of.
Object 1505 heading 270 for
so
the
yeah,
localizer.
I've been pushing it for descent now because you'll have a look here. You can see the profile went out 1,000 feet high. Told to maintain 250 knots.
7 Papa, confirm heading 270. 270 from.
No problem, James. There's the beautiful city of Belgrade. What's the name of the river going through Belgrade? Excuse my lack of geographical knowledge here.
7 Papa, thank you, descend 4,000. Descending 4,000, 7 Papa. It's recharge. First you will be flying through the localizer, expect to intercept it from the east.
Sounds really busy down there.
Continue on the heading. Squeeze 3, Charlie Foxtrot.
Alpaca 67 requests further descent.
Once again.
Alpaca 67 request further descent.
Alpaca 67, of course. You can descend initially 9,000 QNH 1014.
So 9,000 feet QNH 1014 Alpaca 67. Thanks.
Alpaca 1 for my Juliet.
9,000 feet, send QNH 1014.
Altitude 5,000 feet.
Altalia to go.
Passing 12,900 for 9,000 feet, and the standby altimeter is set.
Object 1505, you seem parallel with the runway. I don't know if it's a senior issue. Left 270 for the localizer, please.
Sounds busy down there.
Belgrade radar.
Russell, careful, remember it's a scare pass, it could go all kicked on quickly, it could get very busy quickly.
17 miles,
so far so good.
To flight level 150.
Order 027, Roger, radar double check, good in, smoke 5,
Lee Russell, does it matter the TAT has been within freezing limits several times? No problem, so long as there's no visible moisture. If so, you need to turn on engine anti-ice, wing anti-ice as required. But this is just a reminder that you know, if you're in visible moisture, turn on the engine anti-ice.
Localizer.
Pretty much it says that in all, I think any time the TAT's below a certain temperature.
3 Charlie Foxtrot, left turn heading 270 now.
left 270 is Swiss 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
And 3 Charlie Foxtrot, descend altitude 4,000.
4,000, 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike, speed 210.
There we are, so overhead Belgrade NDB, inbound to Ripon. There's an Alpaca that missed the call
Alpaca
sign.
58 Alpha Mike, speed 210.
58 Alpha Mike.
Speed 210 knots, Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike. And 15 Mike Juliet, same for you, speed 210 knots.
I love this little button here, you can just push the heading select button in and it just matches the
Alpaca
heading.
same for you, 210 is
Comes
able.
with the seatbelt sign on.
210,
Refrain from smoking as well.
to the Gulf.
SA50 Lima, there is traffic turning to the west, he will be 1,000 below not the factor, maintain heading and your next sequence.
Mick, don't forget to switch the ILS on the visit. That was one I forgot testing earlier. I made a mental note to do that.
Absolutely
Thanks
no
to the
advantage
reminder,
and heading 180.
Branislav, very cool, landing
Reducing
from
to
the east
minimum
via the
clean
city.
speed and heading 180, Pobeda 027.
020, correct, descent flight level 120 for now.
You can see much at the moment. Right,
Descending
10,000
flight
for
level
9,000
120,
feet.
Pobeda
So we'll do
027.
the post-cruise checks now.
15005,
Let's get the all
speed
checklist
180
down here.
knots,
Might be a
and
few
then
additional steps
expect to
here.
reduce 160 to 4 miles.
So,
Now
exterior
tower
lights.
118, decimal 160
Turn that
for
on.
completion, bye.
And the turn-off lights as well. Put that
Lama 77 Papa
to take
Kilo
off. Ignition is required.
Papa, excellent, you're clear the
That's
ILS from 830, speed
Check the
at
fuel.
least
We've got
180, you're welcome
7.2
to give me
tons,
higher.
which is enough for us at the moment. We've got about
Speed 180.
15 minutes extra. So that's set seatbelts on. And
SA50 Papa, heading 180.
is it recall down here? Recall. Normal. That's a nice.
SA50 Lima, pardon me, 50 Lima, heading 180.
Heading 180, Serbia.
I wants to give away Flight Dixon mug.
Alpaca 58 to Mike, you're
Wants to
turn
get
for the
on
base,
stand.
left heading 030.
So we're levelling off again at 9,000 feet again. We've got to be a little bit careful here, the profile. If we fly straight in here, we're 2,700 feet high. James Monk's mass attachment.
Mike, Juliet, same for you, left 030. Alpaca 67, give me right turn on a heading of 120.
Right, heading 120 degrees, Alpaca 67. So that's why we don't need to worry about the profile so much. Look, we're on a delayed vector now, going east. So we'll just maintain 250 knots at 9,000 feet.
SABS 50 Lima, right turn heading 270.
Visible, the city will be visible on the right hand side. Oh, I can't see anything. On the approach, I guess.
The approach, very good evening right now, 1661, issue, file 210, inbound, Panchevo, EDF, requesting now descent.
Very cool.
161, brother, radar, dobro večer, Udini 210, identify descent flight level 130, maintain present heading.
So when you're on delayed vectors like this, obviously going away from the approach here, keep an eye on your profile. It's saying we're 3,700 feet high, but that's us basically us going straight in, which isn't going to happen. So we'll update the FMS as we get further clearances, but we'll just maintain the heading. That's our by ATC here. Close eye on the fuel as well.
50 Lima, stand for you, speed 190 knots.
Speed 190 knots, Serbia 50.
Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 knots, Alpaca 58
Trying to build a picture, there's a lot of traffic
Alpaca 1 for
here.
Mike, Juliet, speed 180. Speed 180. Outside 22 Golf, descend altitude 5,000.
Having a look at the VATSIM map here.
Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike, left turn heading 330.
God, a lot of traffic here. Whoa, we're going to get sent out, I think, quite a way here. So a lot of the traffic was sent to the north of Belgrade.
SLF 50 Lima, descend altitude 4,000.
We've gone to the south, so there's actually no one around us.
Alpaca 67, descend altitude 7,000.
So now altitude 7,000 feet, Alpaca 67. 7,000 feet, let's just go vertical speeds.
Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike, continue left turn heading 300.
Let's do 500 feet per minute.
Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike, say again.
Canary holding speeds, this altitude, well, it'll be an optimal speed, but it'll be a lot slower than 250, 230 knots or less, probably around 210.
58 Alpha Mike, you can make it heading 310
Let's hope you're not doing 290 knots and 12 dB. Yeah, that's a little fast.
Alpha Mike, correct. Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike, now descend 4,000.
VS to finesse, you're quite right, Ollie Crockett. Quoted, but very useful on the glide slope. That's when you're trying to insert the glide slope from a CDA. VS to finesse is what I was talking about with my tow rating. And line training.
SB50 Lima, cleared ILS 30, number 3.
Damn, those alpacas are rocking those sky. We're everywhere.
SB50 Lima, attention please, cleared ILS 30, number 3.
Attention, please.
Good ILS, runway 30, SB50.
He's very good, this controller. He's keeping nice and calm and coordinated.
SB700 Zulu,
And a lot of traffic inbound as well.
200 for now.
Will you do it better? I'll see what I can do for you, IO. Yes, we are now flying further and further away from the airport.
750 Lima, you were cleared on heading 270, so give me now right turn heading 280.
Bring up the ILS now.
Right turn 280,
50 Lima, maintain 4,000 light. If you go much lower down, you won't make it.
Liam, this approach controller was a nice chill evening.
I
I heard about alpacas.
until distance
I know full well that the majority of controllers love it.
190 knots until
They
descent.
appreciate the traffic.
3 Charlie Foxtrot.
3 Charlie Foxtrot until distance 7 miles.
Kid My Cat, Taxiway Charlie is closed for information. Are they actually simulating that NOTAM? I haven't actually checked the NOTAM, so we'll probably have to go to the end then, and Bravo. In that case, we'll leave the order brake on low.
881, thanks. With 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
SB50 Lima, heading 270 for the ILS. You seem to be going for the parallel as well, so left 270, ILS 30.
Izvinjavamo se, izgleda neki broj koji pokazuje da je localizer capturovan, ali idemo na...
SB50 Lima, heading 270, please. Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike, left 10 degrees, clear.
By Belgrade.
Left 10 degrees, 30 degrees on that heading cleared ILS 30, Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike.
Alpaca 14 Mike Juliet, left turn on a heading of 300.
So busy.
Altalia 22 Golf, left turn heading 360.
Left 360, 22 Golf.
Alpaca 67, left turn heading 030.
Left heading 030 degrees, Alpaca 67. There we are. Back in the right direction.
Cover that 027, right turn heading 270, descend 8000, QNH 1014.
Right turn heading 270, descending to altitude 8000
Airway daytime, yep, running the sim 5 hours behind live time.
027.
Okay, you did. Yes, but I did exit Charlie's. I might do the same.
5000, your number 7 in sequence.
Well, I think
5000, number 7 sequence, right 1661.
that wasn't for me. So that's going to head us back in the kind of general direction we need to be going. We're still, not exactly where we want to be going. At least it's not further away. And what I'm going to do is just route direct to Tupco in the FMS here. There we are. So direct.
50 Lima, speed 190 knots.
Insert. And then we'll keep that updated as we progress. And now let's do a very long profile.
Like a 58 Mike.
But there's nothing we can do about that.
For closing up, or are you fine?
Yeah, I was just about to request that clear a few degrees to the left.
Sorry, Alpha Mike, no problem. 270 to the left, cleared ILS 30.
Those clouds, yeah, these are the active sky texture clouds. Actually look really good. That's all I'm using.
Alpaca 1 for Mike Juliet, speed 180 knots.
Everyone always asks about the clouds. Yeah.
Number 4 Mike
Active
Juliet,
skies, cloud textures, that's it.
To catch the localized to the right.
No other, nothing else? They actually look really quite good.
Alpaca 67, descend altitude 4000, inner left turn heading 310.
Descend 4,000 feet, left turn heading 310 degrees, Alpaca 67. There we go.
Altalia 22 Golf, left turn heading 330, speed 180
There's
knots.
4,000 feet set, vertical speeds, just again 500 feet per minute. And again we'll update direct to Tupco. Insert. Just going to update the line in the FMS.
Good evening, Wizard 975.
Listening.
Tank Papa Lima, flight level 120.
Good evening, continue to hold expect to leave the latest in 5 minutes from now.
FX Love BS with the £5 donation.
Will be the next one.
Just made it in time for the approach. The question is, do we get to hear the beatbox on the 70k charity special?
I'm not beatboxing in any live stream, no matter what Marion has said. Unbelievable. Thank you very much for your donation, buddy. We'll be doing a very special charity stream at 70k, but no beatboxing involved. Thank you very much, buddy. Thanks for the continued support. Very, very kind. Unbelievable.
Alpaca 67, left 10 degrees.
Left 10 degrees, new heading 300, Alpaca 67. Unbelievable.
Italia 2 to go, stay for your left side 10 degrees.
Shut off, this is even more. We're just going to keep the speed around 250 knots.
Descend altitude 5,000, maintain heading.
Descending 5,000, maintaining heading runway 1661.
So go 10, 20, so we're still 30 miles away, so ideally we should be at about 9,000 feet here for a senior.
975 to left turn heading 030 now. Turning left, heading 030 with our 975.
Look at that, that scene looks really good. I'm impressed with the clouds and explain.
Of course, the last
they don't look grainy or anything. Sometimes it, I mean, most of us it looks grainy, sometimes the clouds look a bit grainy. I think this looks more realistic. Nice.
Ciao. Alpaca 1 for my Juliet, do you need left for closing?
Very nice.
One for my Juliet, no problem. Continue on Fresno heading.
How about definitely use a pole? No pole.
270 to catch the localizer you just applied in front of. One for my Juliet,
I've alerted the, turn the mute. Oh my god. I have muted the alerts.
Alpaca 67, can you give me speed below 180?
Absolutely, Alpaca 67.
67 to reduce speed 170 knots.
170 knots, Alpaca 67. Very early, but we're going to do everything we can to help them out. Look at this approach.
Speed 190 knots, 47 today. Thank you for the cooperation. Now time for tower and enjoy the fun.
Look at that, it's pretty much put us straight on the extended centre line. Very nice. So when
Alpaca 58 on mic.
Go ahead.
So I mentioned it before, guys, when you're on ATC, just like in real life, when you're assigned a speed,
another minute now, and then tower now 180.
make sure you always
190 knots until 70 ME. And
just make sure you always fly the requested speeds from ATC, just doing everything to help them out, especially with spacing. You can see the traffic's already ahead of us here, only 1,500 feet. Now for the first lap setting, we just need to be below 250 knots, so we'll select that now.
Alpaca 67, when able, you're welcome to reduce speed 160 knots.
We'll, when able, reduce to 160, just initially reducing 170, Alpaca 67. So we'll give him 160 to help out. We'll buck the S speed. And there's flaps at 15. When's the next Euro Truck Simulator stream? Yeah, tomorrow, Chris. I'm hoping to jump in there. I'll post in all my social media feeds. So, guys, if you want to stay up to date with both Flight Data Sim and Flight Data Sim Gaming, I always post now before a stream on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube community posts, be it on either channel. So that's the best way to stay up to date.
975, heading 360.
Good news, hopefully tomorrow evening.
Heading 360 with our 975. Alpaca 67, just to be
Listen,
sure
what are you doing? You're misbehaving. List of it, behave yourself, Nipod. Unbelievable. Wait, hold on. I know what I could do in this situation, list of it.
Alpaca 67, are you for the ILS or for VR?
For the ILS, please, Alpaca 67.
Alpaca 67, copy that. Cleared ILS 30, if necessary, turn right 10 degrees for closing on.
Cleared ILS 30, well, thank you, Alpaca 67. Localizer's already coming in, and yeah, we'll just take a couple of 10 degrees as he's advised. Oops, I'm meant to be going a lot slower here, not concentrating.
I've
only timed you out, Listavin. Just for banter. We'll be back very shortly. So there's 160.
I'm pretty sure I said it. Apologies for that clear island.
There's localizer. Localizer capture. Runway heading is 297.
Alternative to golf, left 10 degrees, cleared island 30. Left 10 degrees,
clear
for 0 to golf. China 161, speed 180 knots.
good.
Speed 180 right now.
Nice CDA we've flown here.
027, your turn, believe it or not, right turn heading 030.
Right, heading 030,
And a engine anti-ice on as well, -4. Ideally turn that on before entering icing conditions. Looking good here.
Wizz Air 975, I need your attention.
Wizz Air, wake up.
Wizz Air 975 here. 975, drop the Discord now, I need your attention because I'm repeating every single transmission to you. 8000 Canadian 1014.
Wizz Air got slated. He's right though. If he's having to repeat every time, it's worth reminding him. Please listen out. Right, there's Glasgow capture, missed approach altitude 3000 feet is set.
And Flop 971, welcome on my frequency, follow 140, identified in a left turn,
on the speed brake.
Turn, fly heading 0.
Left turn heading 030, flying ground 971, thank you.
Over 027, descend altitude 6000. Descending to 6,000 feet, Pobeda 027.
And also around
1661, right turn heading 30.
13 miles now, final, looking perfect. Nice, very slow for this station, the approach, but looking good.
Outside 22 Golf, speed 180, altitude 4000, cleared ILS 30.
4000, 180 and clear for LS 730 to the Golf.
Alpaca 67 fully established, ILS 30, and we're at 12 dB.
Alpaca 87, many thanks. Chief speed 160 knots, thank you for the cooperation, and tower 118, decimal 10.
And continue approach tower 118 decimal, fantastic 8 to see, Alpaca 67, bye.
Thank you. Alpaca 22 Golf.
He was perfect, absolutely brilliant.
Alpaca 5.
Free list spin. Just banter. There we are, below the clouds, and there is beautiful White City, remember, the White City down below. Excellent. So just putting ground on standby, check in.
Alpaca 14 Mike Juliet, Belgrade Tower, good evening, continue approach, you are number 2. Number 2, Alpaca 14 Juliet.
Tower, hello, Alpaca 67, establish ILS 30, speed 160 knots.
Victor Charlie Papa 67, Belgrade Tower, good evening. You're number 3, continue approach, runway 30.
Continue approach, Alpaca 67. Victor Charlie Papa who? Right, you can see one aircraft ahead of us. It looks just like the spacing's okay. We'll shortly configure to land here. Listerman benefit gig with beatboxing. Unbelievable. Look at that approach.
Alpaca 58, Alpha Mike, expedite rating.
Did you use an add-on for the city? Nope.
Expediting Alpaca
Just Ortho 4 XP with number of world objects on high, I think that's all it is. Gear down. We'll take flaps 20, 30, or 15, 20, whatever it's called. I'll bring the speed back a little bit.
Alpaca 14 Mike, Juliet.
Landing checklist. So start switches as we need them. Engines come off. This check. Speed brakes armed. Landing gear down 3 green. Auto brake is set to minimum, and we'll select landing flap now. And someone said earlier that this is the approach speed we fly, 140. So 140.
Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike vacated. That was our best we could give.
Perfect. So flaps we got
Alpaca 14 Mike, Juliet.
30, 40, green light. Just waiting for our landing clearance. Alpaca 58 Alpha Mike, welcome to Belgrade, contact ground 11. Excellent, runway's clear.
Ground 118, decimal 3 in the
Butter, I'll do what I can, Chris Van Wammel.
We gave it our best. Bravo.
It's alright, everything can happen.
Perfect, disconnecting.
Thank you, amazing toast, Bravo.
Take the order throttle off as well.
Tower, good evening. Yeah, Italia 2 to
Oh,
go,
shush.
establish runway 30.
Italia 2 to
So,
go, Belgrade Tower, good evening, continue.
Light controls now, just trimming. We haven't had our landing clearance yet.
Alpaca 67 with 300 degrees standard knots, runway 30 clean land. After vacate via Bravo because taxi Charlie is not.
Runway 30 cleared to land, vacate via Bravo, Alpaca 67. Perfect, so they're following the real world NOTAM that Charlie is closed, so we'll vacate at Bravo, which is right at the end. So what I'll probably do is just use, I'll disconnect the brakes quite early, we'll use second E10 reverse, it sounds awesome, to get all the way to the end on this 3,400 metre runway. Right, landing checklist is complete. Bit low on the glide here, just going to find the flight directors. Pappy's showing 2 reds, 2 whites. That's better.
400.
Speed's lovely, on profile.
300.
Pretty much down the runway with a wind there.
200.
Looking good. There's minimums. Is it meant to call minimums? I can't remember. Well, we passed below it. A little bit high.
100.
A bit low on the speed as well.
30.
Check.
10.
Close.
5.
Oh, the attitude. Butter, where are you? Oh, lovely.
You need to be parked on the ramp for service.
Okay, speed brakes up. Reverses. I'm going to take off the auto brake already. Just need to get to the end. I'm not going to use any brakes. A lovely, very long 10.67 float. But we're down. Another butter. Right, I'm already going to go to idle because we need to roll all the way to the end here. Ah, lovely. Bit of a float. Got to get those butters in though for the statistics. God damn it, explain. You need to service at the ramp. Yes, thanks. Right, I'll stow the reversers because you probably won't get to the end, and we're going to vacate all the way at Bravo. There we are. Spoilers are stowed. Select flaps up. And we've made it.
$50, $40, $30, $20,
Marina,
10.
what are you doing?
Jack says, don't be mad at Mummy hash beatbox gate.
What was that?
Clear to land and begin
Marina,
on Bravo.
having words. Well, I don't even know where I'm going here as well.
Clear to the
Alpaca 67, Belgrade Tower, welcome to Belgrade, contact ground
50, 40, 30.
Ground on 118.3, Alpaca 67. Thanks to ATC. Bye. Unbelievable. Thank you very much, firstly, Marina. Thank you very much to Harry on. Let me just get over to ground here to get our taxi clearance. All sorts going on here. A lot of distractions.
50,
Oh my goodness
40,
me. Thank you very much
30,
as well.
10.
Explain 11.
You need to be parked on the ramp for service.
Brilliant, thanks for reminding me. Unbelievable. Let me just get to ground, guys, and I'll say thanks. Ground, good evening, Alpaca 67, just vacating runway 30 on Bravo.
Alpaca 67, hello, Belgrade ground, taxi via Alpha and Hotel to stand Bravo 2.
Alpha Hotel, stand Bravo 2, Alpaca 67, thank you. Perfect, so that's going to be the first left here, which is Alpha.
Capital of Serbia 190.
Oh, look at the traffic on final here. Very. Oh, wow. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Superb. There. 80 was absolutely fantastic there. Right, let me catch up on this then. Firstly, thank you very much, Flight Edison Gaming. That's Mariana. For some reason, she's donated. Jack says, please don't be mad at Mummy. Hashtag BeatboxGate. Yeah, mad. We're having words. Harry on, thanks to £1.77. I've been watching you for a long time now, and you've helped me figure out so much stuff about flight sim. So here's my little support. Love the streams. Thank you very much, Harry on, for your £1.77. That's very, very generous of you. I'm glad you enjoyed the content. Thank you very much, Explain11, for streaming to remind me that you need to be parked on the ramp for service. Unbelievable. Thanks a lot, X-Plane 11. Right, we've got our taxi clearance then. We're on Alpha, which is the kind of taxiway close to the runway. We're cleared to go via Hotel, which is going to be the... Well, there's Mike. We've gone past Golf Hotel, and then we're on a remote apron, unfortunately, for Bravo 2. But yeah, fantastic. This scenery completely free to download as well. You get information about that in the video description. It just requires some of the plugins, or some of the files, whatever they call it, libraries, that's the word. Otherwise, it's very, very nice. Right, put the strobes off, which I think is this. There's Golf. So next right's Hotel. Get the APU started. Don't forget as well, we'll do a little giveaway as soon as we're on stand. Just say a little thank you to you guys. There we are. Oh, I forgot to do the taxi and music. Unbelievable. There we are, Pro Streamer here. There's Air Siberia just departing. Look at the gate, look how much traffic is there. There is, fantastic. Well, I hope they appreciated the ATC and a bit more exposure. Ikri 0002, I forgot to mention your donation. Did you donate, Ikri? Oh, Ikri, I'm so sorry. I see it. Yeah, my apologies, my friend. I'm really sorry. 8 minutes ago that was. Just skipped. I think I might have put the alerts on just at that point. It said the current surface winds 310 at 9 knots, runway Watts, cleared to Moga. Thank you very much, Ikri 0002, for your donation. Sorry I missed that there. It must have timed out there. Thank you very much. I must have had the alerts off there at that point. Right, anyway, it's quite hard without any marshalling to see where I need to stop. So is there a little A300? Let's stop at the A332. A300. Oh, crikey, this is quite close on the nose. There we are, that'll do. Lovely, jubbly. Right, parking brake is set. APU is available, so we can just shut the engines down. Easy as that. Turn off lights can come off. Taxi light off. Strobes are off. There it is over to the APU generator. You wait a little bit sooner, but for immersion I will turn off the beacons. And there we are. Down. In one piece. Amazing. That's down here a little bit. What a flight. Really enjoyed that. And praise the Lord, no crashes. First time I've had a smooth flight in X-Plane 11 in quite some time. I'm so happy just to have that. I've never even got down to the bottom of what was causing the issues previously. It was a mixture. I think the graphics card was out of date, X-Plane and X-Pilot causing issues, but no, overlays running, stream worked perfectly, flight went perfectly, VATSIM was perfect. Really enjoyable stream and flight for me. I hope you enjoyed something there and enjoyed flying the Airbus A300, or watching me fly the Airbus A300. It was certainly enjoyable. IOIO says, can you ask Marianne? Can you please ask your boyfriend if you'll ever fly an IVO? Maybe, but for me, as I've said countless times before, I don't think I've said to you, I've just established on VATSIM, use the network quite a bit, so that's why I'll be using it. Don't jinx yourself. Yes, Eric and DJ Calvert, you're right, but I'm not touching anything in the sim now. I'm not adding any more plugins. I like how the sim looks. I like the add-ons I have. Just need to keep those fingers and toes crossed. Awesome flight, thanks a lot, Canary. Tobias, was that my 27th best ever landing? Guys, go check this out as well. Put the command in chat. Tobias, one of my members who's a bit of a sim racing god, he monitors all of the landing rates. There's Nightbot, look, a table of all the landing rates to date. Credit to Tobias. So you can see here. Now, I think that was my 27th smoothest ever landing in the live stream. Very cool. Ikri, so sorry about that donation, buddy. It got all hidden away when I muted the alerts there on the approach. Andrew Nason, for your information, you need to go to the ramp for service. Outstanding. Well, there you go. Brilliant. Well, guys, not quite finished yet. It's been a while since we've done a little merch giveaway. So just a little way to say thanks. On Sundays when I stream, I usually do a merch giveaway of some sorts. So this is the way of just doing it here. I'm just going to turn the AC off here so we can hear clearly everything here. So yes, on a Sunday, when I usually stream on a Sunday, we do the quiz and a merch giveaway, because I didn't stream this Sunday, I just moved it to Tuesday. And yeah, just a nice little gift, a little Flight Deck Sim mug. So to enter this giveaway, all you need to do is type a simple reply in chat, the answer to the question I'm going to ask. Okay, it's case insensitive, so you don't need to use caps locks. You can use lowercase or uppercase. And if you are the lucky winner, you need to get in contact with me via social media. Just show me your logout screen on your YouTube, Google, just to show me it's you, because I'll take a little screenshot of your profile picture, and we'll then communicate how to get that mug sent over to you via Teespring, the Flight Deck Sim mug, which you should see in the video below a picture of all the merchandise there. Okay, so I'm just going to set up Nightbot in the background here. I actually prepared a nice little giveaway for you here, and I already know what I'm going to ask, so here we are, giveaways. Type in the keyword. If you already have the Flight Deck to Sim mug as well, which some people do have, you can have one of the other mugs from the store or something else. Let me know. And let me just put the answer in here. There we go. So, all I want to know, guys, in chat, being on the theme of the Airbus A300 today, can you please tell me what airline, or which airline, is the largest freight operator of the Airbus A300, and they currently have 66 still in service. Which airline is the largest freight operator of the Airbus A300, and they still have 66 still in service? All you need to do is put the answer in chat to be entered into the prize draw. Eric, it's not Alpaca, and it's not DHL, and it's not UPS. Wikipedia it. Google it. Chris Macaulay, just check your answer. You're right. Just put it in again without the express. Just the 5 letters. No, be careful, guys. Use Google. Use Google. Don't just put what other people are putting. Have 66 in service. Got a nice little Ryanair parking next to us. Superb. Loads of traffic online today. Got Swiss, Lufthansa, multiple Alpacas. There's a little flock of Air Serbia, that's what I meant. Alitalia, that's the aircraft that left with us as well. Very cool. Yes, of course, the airline is FedEx. Tyler is actually saying it's 68, could be 68. There's lots of different sources. I saw some that said 68, but on the FedEx fleet website they said 66 in service. But yeah, 68 according to some sources, 66. But they were the largest. That was the importance of the question. And of course, yes, FedEx, Federal Express, is the largest current Airbus A300 operator. I'll give it another 30 seconds or so to let it roll. I think Wikipedia said 68, but 66 was the quoted figure, I think, from the FedEx fleet website. Alpaca has a few. Very good, Pete, they do. Perfect, yes, FedEx, of course, is the correct answer. So, everyone that's typed in FedEx will have a chance to win the giveaway here. And I'll roll it now. So, here we go, 3, 2, 1. The winner is Uga K-Mac. Uga K-Mac. Congratulations to you. You have won the Flight Deck to Sim mug. And subscribed since 2019. Oh, Uga, you're a member as well. Oh, here come the hashtag rigged comments. Yes. Well, with currently 40% of the viewership being members. Here we go. Hashtag rigged. Here we go again. Completely random, guys. I can assure you. Unbelievable. Congratulations, Ugo K-Mac, well done to you. Drop me a DM later and we'll get you all sorted. Make sure you get that mug sent out to you ASAP. Congratulations. Rigged. Hashtag rigged. Unbelievable. It did Nightbot should say anyway. Nightbot should say in chat the winner, just to make sure it isn't rigged. There you go. Nightbot Ugo K-Mac has won the giveaway. It's all done through there. Perfect. Well, fantastic. What a lovely stream and what a lovely flight, and timed pretty much to perfection with the sun setting here. Although the sun did set around 5 hours ago here in Belgrade, but never mind. Lovely evening here in Serbia nonetheless. Excellent. Well, guys, that's it. Another Flight Deck to Sim live stream all complete. I hope you found that enjoyable. Fantastic flying the Airbus A300 again. You can grab this on promotion. Remember that promotion by iniBuilds ends tonight at midnight, I think in your respective country, or if not Zulu time, UK time. You can pick it up with 50% off. There are some limited deals available if you use the discount code Alpaca, where you can get a further 10% off as well on the iniBuilds A300. So definitely recommend getting this aircraft. It's one of the best payer aircraft available in a desktop sim. Really enjoy flying it. It's my favourite Airbus of all time. Fantastic. Yes, and you've said it, KLS 1337 will of course be doing a replay. Here we go. Perfect. Oh, I've just forgot I was still connected there. Right, 3, 2, 1. There we are. So what I'll do, I'll pop us back on the approach here. Lovely approach over the city. Let's get a little bit closer here. Nice and buttery, bit of a float. Turn those sounds up for your enjoyment. Thanks again for Flight Sim, your most welcome cup of mine. Glad you enjoyed it. It's like you're at the airport itself. So it checks a little bit high. Well, I think I did okay, but then I just, yeah, wasn't so much holding the altitude. I kind of increased it slightly to guarantee the butter. Nice flat runway here. Still floating. Oh, there we are. Missing the tyre smoke, unfortunately not there. And we rolled all the way down to the end. Oh, tower view's not the best, unfortunately. So I should have ideally touched down now. And another butter for the book. Too buttery for smoke, exactly. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well then guys, that's another Flight Deck to Sim live stream ticked off. I hope you found that thoroughly enjoyable. Great, as I said just earlier, we'll be back in the iniBuilds Airbus A300. No doubt it'll be not too long before we're back into this fantastic aircraft. To everyone that donated, as usual, thank you very much for your generosity displayed. That's very, very kind to you. To all the members as well, thank you very much for the continued support. And I'll be in and about VC the next few days anyway, in preparation for the Alpaca race series this weekend as well. And to all the regular subscribers and viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. Do me a massive favour, don't forget to like the video, subscribe as well, and on social media as well to stay with the latest content. And I hopefully am pretty certain that I'll be streaming on Flight Deck Sim Gaming tomorrow for episode 4 of Euro Truck Simulator, so be sure to pop in and watch that. Otherwise, stay safe out there, and I'll see you all for another live stream very soon. Good evening.